in the comments and see if anybody's going, what on earth are you doing? Why are you braking there and gearing and changing and whatever you're doing? And see if anybody's got any magical wisdom to help me catch the next car.
Well, you've just asked it yourself.
Oh, yeah, I did, yeah.
Yeah.
Car in P1 set the fastest lap at 3:56. Mine 4:25, so I'm on the same track and I'm on the same lap, you know.
Yeah.
That's enough for me.
That's good. Yeah.
Hello. Is it bedtime? Yeah, alright. I'll see you tomorrow.
Yeah.
Alright, good boy. Love you, night-night. Night-night. That's Ollie.
And that just
Big hello to Ollie.
Just goes to show we're all you know, we're all just the real people here.
Yeah, just a normal human.
Yeah, yeah, that's it. That's it. Right, I'm gonna try. I'm just gonna try this.
Too deep again. I blame that on the tyres for all of you critiques out there.
Right, if I go...
What I'm trying to do is turn the car in where the corner's just at my A-pillar.
Right.
That's my thoughts. That's probably not right. So again, if anybody wants to chirp in and tell me what I'm doing wrong, that'd be great.
Okay. Right, got some graphics on screen showing what position everyone's in, and apparently I'm in last, 13 laps down at the moment. So we've got something. We've got something, and I'm still working on what else I can do from here, really. Yeah.
What's that at your end, you mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Got that wrong. Got that wrong. Oh, car in front's pitting. I wonder why that is. I've still got loads of fuel. That works to my advantage then.
Nice. Well, maybe
I did say before, I don't know whether I said it. I don't know whether I said it on the... Maybe he's pitting because his tyres are worn out, and maybe that's why I should as well.
Well, it's not just that also. I mean, it may be that he carried less fuel to get faster laps.
Fuel strategies.
Well, this
I couldn't
is
even get my car set up until 5 minutes before the race. Never mind the fuel strategy.
This is it. This is the thing, though, isn't it? This is where racing can be won and lost. Is you know, do you do a couple of extra laps, but sorry, a couple of extra stints or an extra stint and carry less fuel, so you get faster lap times. You know, it's all part of why you've got everyone behind the scenes and the analysts constantly updating and working on everything to get the best you know, times out of the vehicle.
Am I allowed on that blue bit?
I don't know, mate.
Oh, are you? Oh no, you're watching me live now, aren't you? So you're getting it immediately.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. So the car in front of me. Well, you can tell me because you've got my runner across the top, haven't you? There.
Yeah.
So how far am I off the car in front?
I've got runners up on the left, which is better. So currently you're running in it's only giving me your numbers. That's ridiculous. Why doesn't it give me your actual position? So you're 2 behind. The car in front is James Billington, and you've got Kieran Reeves in front of that. At the head of the field, as always, we've got Lewis Edwards, Harry Tiller, Ollie Wayne, Noam A, Kyle, Charles, Alexandros, Simon, Jack, Stephen, and Stefan. So a lot of the usual guys in here, which is great. You are.
And for consistency, I'm staying at the back.
Whoa, you're not at the backpack. You're not at the backpack. You're.
No,
I mean,
not at the
you're
backpack,
one lap.
Yeah.
You're currently your split is one
He should
lap.
be coming
on,
along soon, though, should he not?
Not too far away. It's showing. What's the split?
Is Jack
here?
Jordan not just behind me?
No, not too much.
I thought he was 6 seconds behind me. Oh no, actually, Jack Jordan's my next man, is he?
Yeah. Jack Jordan's your next. Yeah.
Oh right, okay.
Yeah. So
right, somebody tell me how to do
2
that
minutes,
corner.
2 minutes. He's about 8 seconds. He's about 8 seconds behind you. I love the fact that you actually think there's still people in the comments.
Oh, is there not?
I don't know, but I haven't seen anything for a while, so I'm assuming not.
No.
Okay, Wayne, you've used half your fuel.
Oh, it's all just gone very 1995 on my graphics there for a moment.
Fuzzy brushes. Jayhan, brilliant. Fuzzy brushes. That's a comment to the last time.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Either I just turned into an epic driver or it all went slow-mo because my graphics were struggling.
Yeah, it all went slow-mo.
I thought so. I got to the car, I thought I was going to overshoot that, and then I didn't.
It was like in the movies where you suddenly see everything slow and...
Yeah, went Matrix mode.
Yeah.
It is getting glitchy. I don't know whether that's the Teams thing doing that, trying to share a screen.
It seems all right from my perspective.
It makes it interesting for driving, I can tell you that.
Yeah, I've got to say, I can tell you're concentrating more on this one because the conversation is definitely interjected by driving moments.
Yeah, there's more corners.
There's more corners. Brilliant.
Yeah.
Brilliant.
And the glitchy does not help at all. You're judging where you're going and then all of a sudden you're not there.
Yeah.
Oh, what a shame. That might just mess things up. As I go slow, it catches up and goes normal again.
Right.
Yeah, it's definitely glitchy.
Jordan behind is pitting. Okay, Wayne, double chances here. Let's make sure we
Yeah.
can take him. P10.
Another car pit's in there.
So we've obviously
this
got
is...
actual racing this weekend. Do you want to talk about
Yes.
that?
Yeah, do it.
We're all set? You've gone into full concentration.
Oh, I thought you were going to talk. I was going to respond. Yeah, we're racing this weekend. Oh, you want me to actually lead the conversation? Right,
No,
okay.
you don't have to.
So, yeah, we're racing this weekend at Donington. Ed is already ready, pretty much, aren't you? Packed up with the truck, ready to set off for a Thursday start.
That's
aren't
it.
you?
Yeah, I'm
Yeah.
heading off tomorrow, so get to the circuit tomorrow evening. And we'll stay there. I will stay there from tomorrow evening until Sunday evening. Depending.
Yeah, Donington's always a long one, isn't it, for that reason?
It's a funny one because
test day in the middle of the week, sort of thing.
Yeah, you've got the test day Thursday, haven't you? Whereas Friday is, of course, just the just an off day, which I always find weird. But on the other hand, of course, for us, it's nice because it's only an hour away from the HQ, so it's not too far. But on the same score, yeah, it's obviously makes for a day longer on the weekend. So yeah, you'll be along on Thursday. We've got practice. Look at you!
Yes.
Listen to you concentrate. You can almost hear you concentrating.
Be able to hear me breathing heavy, probably.
Yeah.
So what are we doing with the car on Thursday is probably the question that people are asking. What are we actually getting done on the car on Thursday? Is there anything outstanding?
Yeah, well, hopefully we'll just see what the weather's like because we left it with a kind of generic setup on it. So it needs a little bit of a tweak depending on whether it's... the lights have just come on the circuit. That's pretty cool.
Did they?
Yeah. So yeah, we'll obviously give it a bit of a tweak depending what the weather's doing. But hopefully it will stay dry, and we won't need to do too much to it, and just run it for a few. And if everything's running well, then that will be it for the day. Really, we're not going to go mad with it. Keep the life on.
Has
the
your
engine.
weather been as horrendous as ours locally has been?
It's been all over the place.
Last 2 days we've had hail, then blistering sun.
Yep. In the same
and
day.
then and then back to hail and rain, and wow, this glitching's really getting difficult to manage. Stay between the lines. No worries, crew chief. I'll do my best.
Do you know we've talked a lot about and we've moaned a lot about new cars, haven't we? Last year I got into a Golf, a brand new Golf, and have a drove with one of them for a bit, just a regular run-of-the-mill Golf. And as I'm going down the road, it's late in the evening, it's a wide open road, there's nobody really about, and as you do, clear visibility, just sort of cutting the corners a little bit on the inside as you go around. So just going over the white lines a little bit left and right, and a notification came up on the dash of the car saying, "Stay within your lanes. Are you tired?"
Oh, really?
Yeah. And I felt the car was being condescending towards me.
Yeah, your driving's rubbish. Are you tired?
Yeah, that was it. It's
that's a big curve, isn't it?
Wow.
Can I blame it being dark for that?
Yes, you can. I'll let you do that.
My car's still in one piece, that's the main thing.
Okay, yeah, well, that counts,
That fly on my windscreen's getting a bit annoying. This will be the first time I've raced at night.
Yeah,
just so
how's
you know.
that?
Well, glitchy. Still glitchy.
No, sorry, I meant how's that? How's there a fly on your screen? I've never seen that before. I suppose it's realistic, isn't it? That's pretty
I guess so. Well, I don't know if it's a fly, but it looks like a fly. Wow, this track's completely different at night.
It kind of disappears.
Yeah, it did do.
Watch the bollards. Oh my god.
Yeah, well, if I'm going to get them, I'm going to get the full set, aren't I? So.
Well, I think you should scoop them all up, yeah.
Oh, as if. That was my fastest lap yet, that, definitely. Oh, yeah, I remember. If you actually slow down, it penalises you less. Right, I'm getting used to the glitchiness a bit, I think, now. A bit boring racing, though, isn't it? How far's the guy behind me?
Let's have a look. 5
laps of fuel as well. I'll tell you what I am going to do. When I go into the pits,
16 seconds.
I'm going to unshare my screen when I go into the pits. In fact, I'm going to unshare my screen now whilst I've got a few laps. I'm going to let him catch me up a bit.
Yeah.
Because I think it'd be more entertaining if there's actually something going on. But just let me unshare for a minute. Yeah, my screen's just gone instantly quicker there. So it doesn't like sharing, but I will go back on anyway, because why not? Yeah. Otherwise it'd be a bit boring.
Otherwise it's boring. Well,
there he is. Right, okay, so there he is. At least you've got somebody to follow.
Anthony Carson's got... Oh, nice, I just came back and seeing Magical Driving. So, yeah. Steve Gills has put, well, Wayne, you'll for sure be ahead of me today. I keep getting some good laps together and then binning it.
Well, catch me up.
So Steve Gills is racing and commentating. Not commentating, messaging. You legend.
Wait a lap and meet me.
You can have fun driving around together, looking at the scenery. Yeah. Wow. So
that was a nice take of the corner there, wasn't it?
Yeah, if you say.
Well, I caught some time up.
Nice one.
I'm not saying it's like pro level.
I'll be honest,
position,
I was looking the other way for a moment.
All right, one moment.
I know. No, you'll have more than one. Moment.
We'll
I expect to see at least 2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Yeah.
This guy brakes a lot earlier than I do, so it might get hairy, and then he'll disappear, or I'll disappear. One of us will. So here, I do brake hard and late, which is probably horrendous for my car. But
just cut the track.
I cut it. Yes, I know.
You're getting told off from your guy here.
I know it's lucky that it's that Kieran took off the disqualification thing. Right. Well, let's see if I can reel him in now. Although he did pit, so he's going to be. I'll be going in for pits shortly. because I can't remember how many laps I've done, but I do know that I've not got that much fuel left.
Right.
You could tell me, Ed, it's like in the car with me. How many laps have I got left on my tank? Bottom right.
Where's your bottom right? What, bottom right of your screen?
Yeah. Shall I have tyres while I'm in as well? I don't think it really matters, does it? Because it's not like I'm going for first. So, and they feel a bit skittish.
That is so small, I can't even see. I'll be honest.
I'm not going to reply to that.
Attention to track limits.
Very
Please,
good.
Wayne.
Oh, okay. So when I reduce it, it appears to disappear.
Whoop-de-doo. I need to stop concentrating on what you're talking about.
Between the lines.
Keep it between the lines. Yeah.
See, it's the golf.
I like
It's
the
the
idea.
golf
Good
all the
idea.
way.
Right. 9x between 36. I've got 3 laps left, I reckon, by Kieran's maths.
Right.
Looks like a P11. Fastest lap for
Leader's coming up on me.
55.8 seconds.
What do I do, Ed? Do I sabotage him or shall I let him go?
Oh, let him go. Let him go. You got to let him go.
On clear left.
I did. I'm nice, aren't I? I let him go. And my computer isn't happy with me at all. It's very, very glitchy, so that's making for some interesting driving. I've never had to run There we go, yeah. See? I didn't think that was...
Are you okay?
I'm fine, thanks, True Chief, but it's not good
How's
for
your
my
car,
car, I
though?
don't
Yeah.
think. It's fine. It's fine. There's nothing wrong with it.
Please, Wayne.
Okay.
What's he saying? I didn't hear what he said. Something about maybe my car's broken.
There's a garage full of people turning blue here.
A garage full of people turning blue. Well, breathe then. My
Wayne,
car's still fine.
Wayne,
Hello.
bear with me.
All right.
Bear with me. I think... Hang on. I have cars, I have racing, I have watching. Look, we can go through them all with air. So it's only taken 55 minutes to get there, odd, but with air.
And sacrificing me coming first in the race. I can't believe how much I've had to sacrifice for this.
I appreciate what you've done.
Can I unshare now then, please?
Please do. Yeah.
I will. Don't you worry. I cannot do that and drive. So, there. Right. I'll do that, so I'm not sharing. Oh, there we go. None of the glitchy. Right, do you need my screen anymore then?
No.
Or are you happy and...
You know,
do it.
clap your hands.
Oh.
Sorry, I'm going a little bit giddy now because I've managed to get this sorted.
Well, just go back a minute and see what happened to me.
When?
Oh, well, there's many times. I'm doing one right now, actually.
Okay.
I think it's going to make me slow down for that one because I kind of cut the entire chicane.
Let's have a look at Kieran. Kieran's going on now. Now, what I do want to do is just make sure we've actually got audio coming through.
You'll still have our audio, will you?
Yeah.
Shouldn't be anything. You're just adding another tab, aren't you?
Yeah, but I've had to. Don't worry about it. Don't worry.
Do you know what
cheers,
the
Jan.
problem
Hang
is?
on. Jan has just put last episode of the season roundup was top notch, as always.
Oh, thanks.
Mate, thank you very much. We all actually really enjoyed doing it. It's definitely something that we'd like to do again, isn't it?
Yeah.
Without doubt.
Oh. Yeah, my car feels a bit wobbly. It's probably the whole crashing into a wall thing. Getting brave now. Brave and stupid.
Yeah.
I definitely went out of track limits there. But I didn't get a penalty, so that's all right.
So I've just had to adjust my settings yet again.
Oh, smooth driving. This is taking getting used to again now, though.
Right.
I'll tell you what else night mode does here. I don't know if it's because of where I've got myself set up, because you can change all your camera positions, but the outside of the car is very dark. The inside of the car is very dark. I am literally looking through a letterbox.
Right. Wow.
Obviously, it's affecting me more than other drivers, I would say, but it is affecting me. Got my telemetry on as well, so there'll be some horrendousness to be looked at there. Right, I don't think I need to go into the pits, so I don't think I will. I'm going to move that down there. Oh, blue flag, what's that mean? Yeah, all right. Whoa!
Now I need to check my audio here because I think there's something weird going on with my audio.
I have just got in the way of somebody, so I have to apologise for that. Smooth driving. Oh, that's some. Where's the other audio coming from then?
Oh, what, you could just hear, or do you mean me being doubled?
I think I can just hear. I could hear another person.
Oh, don't worry.
I could.
That was me just checking the audio. I'm intrigued. If there's anyone even still out there, just let me know. Is my audio back to normal? Can you hear the cars? I just want to know because this is.
Oh, I can hear something in the background. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's because you're playing it.
No, I can hear something on your side. I mean,
you shouldn't be able to hear anything on my side right now.
Oh, it might just be mine I can hear.
Oh, dear lordy.
Sorry, I'm trying to process what I just did.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah. Do you remember when I said, I don't think you commentating... And, although I've got to say, I mean, for a comedy aspect, maybe, yeah. It's
only just now. It'll be all right once I settle into it.
You've been driving for an hour.
Well...
Right, Jan. No cars, just Ed. Cheers, Jan. Right, bear with me. I'm just going to try swapping over to... I
might get rid of that rolling scrolling because it's not really doing anything for me. Anyway. And I might even...
So it seems at the moment we've got one or the other. Cars or... This is brilliant. Cars or...
No, I'll keep that. What as your thingy?
As the audio.
Okay.
The worst thing I did...
Oh, echoes.
Oh.
Nice.
Let's get rid of that. The worst thing I did was update OBS earlier today. It went, there's an update. Do you want to do it? And yeah, sure. It's reset everything. Changed everything.
Ah.
It's why we had all those problems at the beginning with the audio. Hey ho.
Computers, yeah.
Computers. So we are absolutely audioless. This is just frustrating. Anyway.
Is that for the live thing as well? No, I'm going to go back into the pits in a second anyway.
That's got me.
Sorry? Do you want me to make some audio? Are you trying to check? Got some audio from me. Oh, okay. At the moment, it's just loading on mine. I don't know whether that's an issue for you. The YouTube stream. Now we're looking at the guy up on the flags. I need my main beam on, I think. I'm just driving, mate. Don't worry about me. Oh, and definitely don't look at my feed. I sped in the pits.
Right.
That was my issue. I bet nobody can see my car now with it being camouflage as well.
Right. Let's try that. Okay. Okay, I'm going to try that. Hopefully I've sorted it now, but we'll see. Are you still there, Wayne?
I am, yeah.
Oh, right.
Are you still there, Ed?
I'm still here. I thought I'd lost you for a minute.
No, I'm always around. Always around. I'm just...
where are you for tyres and everything else at the moment?
Sure how to set it so that it does... Oh, I've got replace on, so I must have replaced my tyres. You are very glitchy. I didn't hear any of that.
What?
In other news, though, my screen is okay. Your audio then went very glitchy.
Yeah, I've got... Oh, my goodness. Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Right.
Ooh.
My iRacing is having a fit, and parts are exploding off of cars.
Have you got you've got the video and stuff sorted now, haven't you?
Well, I thought I had.
So's your audio, unless you were doing that on purpose. Do you know what I think my problem was? I didn't hydrate enough.
Do you think?
Luckily, I'm going back into the pits so I can have another drink. Yeah. This is weird at night, I have to say.
It looks very weird. I have no idea what went on my screen just then. But
we
lost audio
when we hit 88 miles an hour thing, didn't you?
You have no idea. You can actually watch back. It picked it up on the live stream. Bits started falling off cars. They were driving through and sparks were flying everywhere. I have no idea what's going on. And now I'm just, I think we're back.
Okay. This is the episode to test all computer equipment, isn't it?
Yeah. Yeah.
And drivers. Oh, we're supposed to go in the pits. Too late.
That was it. So that was a big old glitch.
Well, I've got 3 laps. Don't worry about that.
That was a big old.
Oh yeah,
glitch.
that was what was wrong with me. It was the glitch. Yeah.
Yeah. Of course.
Ed, can you tell me? Can you remember? Did a conversation happen about doing the weather for 24 hours over 2.5 hours? Is that what's happening?
No. So this race.
Are we getting like a sped up, or is this a night race?
This
now?
race is 2.4 hours. Right.
Yeah.
Long, and in 2.4 hours, it's designed to simulate 24 hours.
Oh, good. So I'll get some daylight back in a bit then.
Yeah, so it will go through night, go in sunrise, and then rise back up through.
Good.
Yeah.
Probably just in time for me to get used to the night bit and then not be able to drive in the daylight.
Yeah, pretty much.
Cool.
Yeah.
Wicked.
Yeah.
Right, have I got anybody near me?
Right, now we've stopped glitching. Oh, I don't know. Let me have a look. Where are you? Wayne Gates.
I'm out here on my own edge.
No, it's just saying 1L. It's not even giving you a time, it's just saying 1L. You're down
the
1L.
number 1 loser.
Yeah. Although, Stephen Gill's behind you is at 2L, so you're alright.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Now,
that corner it keeps telling me I cut. I don't think I cut that one.
Okay. Now, Jan put, right, let's go back to that now. Jan's put, did you guys have any other favourite moments from last season beside the ones you talked about? That's a good question.
It is.
I had loads. I can't remember.
Well, I think the main thing is I can't remember what I talked about in the videos.
Oh, in the videos.
That's the thing.
Yeah.
For me, it'll be family-oriented stuff, so the kids seeing me talk on telly that'll be my one memory from that year. Telly, YouTube. But for the car, it's just it going out and doing its thing, isn't it? So the round where the exhaust kept falling off was a good one because we still managed to get the car back out every time, even if it did fight us all the way.
Yeah.
But it didn't stop us, we got a full weekend. In fact, the one that was the biggest shame, obviously, was Snetterton. That's my favourite track.
Yeah.
And we didn't get the full weekend in because the pulley gave up on us.
Yeah, very much so. Yeah, well, it was Saturday afternoon, wasn't it? That event ended. I think, yeah. I mean, the wetness of Silverstone was just bizarre. And I remember being out on the pit wall and looking down, and the rain and the spray was so heavy that you couldn't actually see the cars come around the corner until they got onto the pit, onto the start-finish straight. If you remember, it was just unreal. I remember taking a photo, and what you couldn't see is there were 5 cars on the pit start-finish straight. and you could make out one, and yet there were 5 just behind in the spray. So that was pretty cool. That was a good moment. Yeah. Evenings are always good fun. Just with everyone, in the pit, in the truck, whatever, having a chat and just getting to know people. Getting to know people. We've said this time and time again, haven't we? The fact that in some ways you can feel so disattached, just being comments at the other side of an online messaging system. And it's nice getting to make people real when you're at the track.
Yeah, I'm going into the pits then, so I don't get in trouble for my my black flag.
You've been black flagged?
Yeah, a minute ago, and then I forgot to go into the pits, so I'm doing it now, so as not to get in any more trouble. And this time, I won't be naughty on the way out.
Okay.
60 I've got to go. I thought the car auto pit limited. Again, it'd have been nice if I'd have had a pit limiter to engage.
Yeah.
I'm just going to poodle. So who's near me? Is anyone near me? If Stephen Gills and I are on just 1L, there must be more. In fact, if I go here, if I just go don't replace my tyres because it's about to.
Right.
And I go into here, I might as well fuel while I'm here. Won't make any big issue, will it? So cruising at super slow speed. But what I can do is I'll have my tyres changed next time.
Okay.
What I can do is I can put my relative up. So actually, James Billington is 23, 22, 21. He's just behind me.
Right.
Stephen Gills has just overtook me. And then we're back to the leaders again. So I must have been in the pits when basically the entire set went past.
Yeah. Okay.
So we'll not add any fuel. There's no point.
No.
I will put auto fuel back on in a minute. But I haven't set my keys up. I'm in first already.
Your hotkeys.
Yeah, I've not set that up. And I haven't changed my tyres, so I'm going to do that. But if I do that, I have to go slow in the pits. And so then I might actually not get a penalty again. Which would be nice, wouldn't it? And then I'm going to use my relative. I know it's clear, but I'm not going fast. So what have I got? Oh, I've got 56 seconds. I'm definitely not getting another flipping penalty. There we go. I'm out. Right. New me. Sort of. Yeah, I'm too eager to get on the throttle and get going. With being a pro top of the pack racer.
Yeah.
Now,
me and you,
it's nothing to do with a lack of discipline.
No, of course not. We've both done Le Mans, as in not driven it.
Yeah,
attended it from a spectator point of view, and I remember.
Yeah.
I remember last year someone was saying about racing and working at the event, fantastic, but on the same, or would be, haven't done it, I can imagine fantastic, but on the same score, it's one of those events that I'd love to do it in a lot of ways, but on the same score, spectating it, it's not just a weekend, it's a week-long thing. It's huge, isn't it? It's such an event.
Yeah.
We've met some fantastic people there. Done the thing.
I wanted to go for the Ford year, the Mustang year. I'm gutted I haven't been able to do it this time.
Well, I mean, I can't believe we used to just go down there, turn up, and buy our tickets on the day. And then it came to a point where you just can't do that. You were having to buy them, like a couple of months in advance. This time, when they went on sale back in November or whenever it was, I went, oh, great, tickets are on sale today. At lunchtime, I went on to buy some, and it said sold out. Such is how much popularity it's grown in the past sort of 4 or 5 years. And it's a funny thing, because you kind of go, oh, I sort of can't go anymore, it's become too popular. And it's one of those things where things become what's the word for it?
Hype.
Yeah, the hype, when they become a victim of their own success.
Yeah.
But then It's a tough one because I first went in. When did I first go? 2011. You first went before that. You were 2007?
2005.
2005. So you were way before me. But I think you did.
Black
you do
and
it,
white then.
Did you do it?
We went as a car group. So I went in my brother's R32 Golf with him. There was a yellow Evo, a blue Evo that had just been just had its engine built and was on a running in map. An Escort Cosworth.
Yep. Sorry, just quickly. Duarte asked, can you move the spectator camera close? How's that for you, Duarte? Is that close enough, mate? Or please throw a request out if you'd like to focus on anyone, or you'd like me to move it or anything. So
what is it on at the moment? It looks like the bird's eye view.
It was on blimp. Yeah, blimp mode. Yeah, we can't see a thing.
Oh, right.
I get your point.
Is for me, yeah.
Get your point. Yeah. No, I've moved it in for you. Tell me if it's close enough. I'll put it on rotate and start shifting between some different cars in a sec as well. Look at the speed he goes round. It's just ridiculous.
You're not talking about me then, are you?
No.
You could always put it on...
I'm sorry. I don't believe this. I'm just watching... This is Lewis. We're watching Lewis go around at the moment on a nose cam. And the speed he's carrying through these corners. I mean, what are his tyres made of? Perfect. There you go, mate. Perfect. What are his tyres made of?
Not the same as mine.
They're not. I think yours are made of chocolate and his are made of Evo stick.
Yeah, his are made of practice and mine are made of family life.
yeah, yours are made of I've got kids.
Yeah.
So
mine feel like I have 2 kids sat in the back.
yeah, jumping around with cake. Yeah,
with the caravan on the back.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, caravan racing. You see, now, I still say this. Get vans on track. I will decimate them.
Get what? Oh, vans. I think it says fans.
Get vans. Get vans on track. I'll tell you what. Round the old Steen in Brighton, coming down to the Palace Pier, having the back end out on a 1992 Transit, overtaking a Golf SR, Nova SR. Yeah.
Nova.
Hardcore.
I love a Nova.
Yeah. Yeah.
I did want a Nova. Never got one.
Yeah. It's on my list of cars that if money was no object, I'd own one. And
just because
we know someone with one. Yeah, would be a Nova with a 2 litre. 2 litre 16 valve. Yeah. On throttle bodies. So. It would have to be on throttle bodies. Yeah.
I do like the old original 16 valve engine sounds. They do sound brilliant, don't they?
Oh, just superb. Just superb. Funny enough, we were. I was out with a friend one night a couple of months back now, and we were living it up at McDonald's, having a late night coffee and a catch up, and this classic sound.
I know what the other car was.
I bet you don't.
No, the car you were with, I do.
I bet you don't.
It was a Chevrolet engined one.
It was not.
Oh.
It was not.
I can't believe you have a social life that you don't tell me about.
I catch up with him like once. How often do I go back down south? Once every month or so, maybe. So yeah, I have a evening where we go and catch up. He's got the kid life as well, and we just go out for one night and meet up down McDonald's like the old days. And just have a coffee and and catch up. So yeah, it was a what's it called? It's not a Golf. It's a Seat.
Polo?
No.
Oh, Ibiza.
No.
Leon.
Yes. Cupra. Yes.
Or just a Cupra.
I think
important. Cupra R's 180 or Cupra is 150.
It's the R then. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's sort of like a 2007 or 5.
Somebody can fact check my Volkswagen data there, but I'm pretty sure that was the difference. 150 or 180.
Right.
Or was it 180 and 225 like the TT? Put that out to the group.
You've just put it out.
To the internet.
You've sent it out there.
Yeah.
You keep forgetting this. Overtake.
No, I'm doing Cobra Kai. Send it to the internet.
Send it to the internet. What an amazing series.
Send myself into the wall. I'm not careful.
Let's check out. Let's get a bit of cockpit. Oh, look at that cockpit. That's epic. Wow. There's flask of drink on the left-hand side. Why has he got a flask? He's got a carbon fibre flask on the left-hand side.
Who else?
In his cockpit. Lewis. Have a look.
Has he got a light-up interior?
Yeah.
Well, bumper cam at the moment because I've got the delay, haven't I?
Yeah. I know. That's the only thing. It'll for you. It'll switch because I forgot you're watching on that delay. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Matt. Whoa, steady on, Wayne. I can't watch the interior of that one and turn. Porsche curves. What a great place to look at a different screen.
Yeah, not the best.
Yeah. Luckily, I'm still on the track though.
Wayne, we're in your cockpit again. Look at that.
Oh yeah.
Now I'm just going to put it on the nose so we can now compare the speed we were watching.
Hang on a minute.
What?
Right. First off, why do it when I'm about to come into the hairpins that I'm about to go overboard on?
Well,
that's
like that.
Question one. Yeah, but second of all, oh yeah, maybe I'll have to slow down a bit.
Yeah.
But I've done it right. How come?
Yeah.
Is it not just me that's delayed? Is it
Delayed? What do you mean delayed?
on the YouTube feed?
Oh God, we went through this before.
Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, they don't hear you and I hear you. I hear you now, but see you then.
Yes. You remember I also said after the first one that doesn't work.
Alright, I've just given us another 30 seconds of entertainment. At my expense, you're welcome.
Yeah, okay, fair enough. I'll take that one as a win. Wow. So, we've sidetracked about 3 or 4 times now. Right, so we're out.
And it's difficult to find out which was the main road again.
It really is, isn't it? So the car went past, beautiful 16-valve sound, and it was a Citroen AX. Now,
brilliant.
Now question me.
Yeah, but they didn't make a 16-valve.
Yes, exactly.
So that's got a VTS swap in it.
Interestingly, yeah, my mate found it and sent me an image. A few days later, a week later, a link to a Facebook marketplace ad, and he went, "Look at this! What I've just found," and it's that car up for sale, and yeah, had a VTS engine swap.
Yeah, it's quite common actually. What is weird is the amount of people that do a VTS engine into a 106.
Okay.
Now I can only assume it's because of availability of Saxo VTSs versus availability of 106 GTIs. Because unless I'm mistaken, it's the same car, same engine.
Well, a 106 what though?
GTI.
Right. Okay.
So 106 GTI, 1.6 16 valve, or Saxo VTS 1.6 16 valve, both 120 horsepower.
I didn't think they made a 106 GTI.
I had a 106 GTI. It was my little white French baguette.
Oh, okay. Oh, Wayne going off again there.
Maybe. Yeah, I had a 106 GTI with a rally interior. It was an rally rep car. So right. It was a 1.6 GTI, but it was on coilovers and Compomotive MOs, is it? The 5 spokes?
Right.
A rally lightweight interior.
Yeah.
And I think it had about 130 horsepower, actually, that one. Sounded well, but the gear selectors were made of chocolate.
Well, yeah.
Not anywhere, not a patch on my 2CV's gear selector.
Now, the nearest I had to that, to French, was a Renault Clio, right? And now, going back again, this is me through a Renault Clio van.
What era? Oh, van, right.
It was
still what shape though?
Now, this is going to only people of certain age demographic will remember this. The era of the Clio, the shape of the Clio was Papa Nicole
Williams and 16 valves.
That's
excellent.
The one.
One of my favourite cars of that era.
Yeah,
they were the replacement of the 205 GTI for me.
They really were.
That would have been my next poster car.
Definitely, definitely. They just Peugeot kind of lost their way. You know, they were so good.
They did. A lot of them did in the 90s, though, didn't they?
Well, yeah, I think now I'm not sure if we've had this chat separately.
Emissions,
we've had it
regulations and things.
Yeah, well, we've had it on had the chat on the on this platform, but I think cars get they can go generation after generation getting better and better, and they peak. Now, prime example, in my opinion, and this is all just my nonsensical opinion.
I love how you say that because we know it's about to be controversial.
Not necessarily, but in my opinion, right?
You sounded like that guy who does the God thing then.
Which guy is that?
Let's make this, that, and the other thing.
Oh,
right, who's that?
Yeah.
Right, I'll let somebody pass then. In fact, I think that's the car that ran into me last time. So, Harry, that as an apology for the last time I nearly ruined your race.
You're on about Jason.
That guy, yes. You sounded like him.
No, Jason. Right, so in my opinion, right, the Hawkeye Subaru Impreza,
yes,
peaked at high school. That's where it was at. Right, that was its peak, and then it went to garbage. You know, they decided, I know the Ford Focus looks good, let's copy that. Right, controversial to anyone Ford Focus loving. Although I've got to say, from that point on, the Ford Focus took the reins and went, yeah, we're going to look mint now.
Yeah, they spotted a gap in the market there, didn't they?
100%, yeah, definitely. So that was one of them. Your Mustangs, the first Mustang redesign that came out in early 2000s, blew everyone away. Everyone was like, this is awesome.
The one that was actually a retro style, yeah.
But then they brought the next one out and everyone went, that's nicer. Then they brought the next one out and everyone went, oh God, that's nicer still. Then they brought, and so on and so forth. I think your model is where it peaked, and I know me, you, and my other half had this conversation, and I know I stand semi-alone on this. I think yours is the best looking model. I think they've crashed.
Possibly.
I think they've lost it.
Now, do you know what I think the problem here is, right?
Go on.
Shout out to Bob over in America, who's got an S650, by the way, so I'm not being political because he'd appreciate a good debate.
Yeah.
I'm going to agree and disagree with you.
Good.
Potentially, right?
Okay.
Look how nice I am to whoever that is who's just come past, by the way.
Yeah.
I think it was Kieran, actually. Hi, Kieran. I think as a road car, as a GT car, just a 5-litre GT, I do think mine is the nicer looking car out the box.
Right.
As race cars go,
that
new GTD that they've done is immense. That's real piece of equipment.
Incredible. Yeah.
But so does the GT4, and I think it kind of comes down to liveries. Now, on the 550 platform like mine, it's all about the Australian V8 supercar look for me.
Yeah.
Long and sleek. And I think my shape looks best in that, guys.
Okay.
But in the new ones, I think they're doing well with the race ones because they look massively different to the road car. I don't dislike the road car, but I do think I prefer my shape as an out-the-box package. But I have seen Bob speaking. I don't know whether he's watching or not. I've seen his car, and he's got the really nice wheels on it. So again, I think it's probably, I'd be on the fence as to which one I think is the nicer looking car. Yeah. But like we always say, actually, it comes down to wheels. So the S550 actually has a nice package out the box.
Yeah.
I like the wheels Bob's got on his because they look a bit like the Mach 1 wheels that you can get on ours on the 550 shape. But obviously, I don't think they're the standard wheels that you get with it.
Yeah.
Bob, don't fall out with me there. I said yours is nice.
I'm sure he wouldn't fall out with it.
No.
Yeah. So, and I think that, and this is where it all came back to 205. I think the 205 peaked. I think the 205 peaked on Peugeot. From Peugeot's GTIs, they peaked on the 205. The 306 was...
GTI 6.
Yeah, the 306, all you had to do was lower it and put a set of 17s on. 18's too big. 17's mint.
Yeah. I did like my 106 GTI, by the way, to be fair, but I never drove a standard one. But I did have a friend who had one, and he did exactly what you just said, just lowered it, and all it did was used to have a paddy at him and spin the back end out with the ABS. Yeah. The ABS used to kick in and think it was locking up.
Right.
And he'd end up sort of almost handbraking round corners that he should have just been driving around normally.
Ben's
I have a word with myself there.
Hey, Ben. How you doing?
Hi, Ben.
So we got Jayan, just jumping back to the chat for a moment. Jan's put, that's all a hot hatch needs. Not a fan of the newer stuff with 300 plus horse. Yes, I totally agree.
Yes,
do you know,
exactly
this
right.
has done the thing that I hear time and time again. I have this conversation when somebody goes, I want 600 horsepower. Why do you want 600 horsepower in road? Sorry, who's got the Barbie livery?
Oh, I don't know. I nearly chose it though. I saw it. I thought it was quite cool, that one.
That's brilliant. Simon Schnee. No, hang on. Stefan. Wow, that's epic. That is awesome.
That time, buddy. All right. Yeah, racing. No, buddy. Love you. Can you shut the door for me, buddy? Thank you.
Look at
I got a car 2.5 seconds behind me.
That's brilliant. That is absolutely brilliant. What a livery.
What's that?
Sorry, I've just focused on the Barbie livery. That's hilarious. You know, if you want to strike fear into your opponent, come out with the unexpected. Look at that. Right, so, as we were saying, yeah, when people go, I want 500, I want 600 horsepower. Why? I want a fun car. It's that big thing I've said a million times. 600 horsepower, 500, 400, it doesn't equate a fun car, does it? And we've had this conversation. I'd
still have my car if it were 200 horse. I'm not really bothered about the performance. It's the sound and the way it makes me feel. 300, I think, is about right for a rear-wheel drive car. 200. My little Swift Sport was brilliant in it. It had 125 horsepower. Well, I don't think it needed any more than that.
I've given you my theory before, haven't I? I'll mention it now again. And I remember we discussed it at the time. You went, it just makes sense.
My view, just whilst you're talking, because you've seen the difference between last and fourth and fifth in a battle here, and they've just seen me off within one straight.
Really?
These guys were really, and the driving is really in sync. Noah and Ollie are on for a battle in front of me, and they're really...
right, I'm on them.
That was good to watch, that.
Well done. Yeah, I'm watching them now. Oh, wow. Yeah.
I completely overshot the corner there trying to keep up with them.
That was impressive. Yeah, look at them. Side by side down here. That's
good, aren't they?
Yeah, very much so. That was some good driving just then from Ollie as well. He managed to... Yeah.
I think Ollie's behind, so I think he's gone for the inside.
No,
there.
Ollie's in front.
Now,
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, some good driving. So my theory, 200 brake horsepower per tonne makes a great road car. 250 is plenty for a great, fun road car.
Yeah.
Yeah, but per tonne.
Yeah, my 350 was 198 per tonne, I think it was, actually, when I all said and done.
There you go.
No, sorry, 178.
Yeah.
178 it was.
Well, it's like when people say 200 brake per tonne isn't very much. Think about an MX-5. Weighs, 900 kilos?
Yeah.
So put 190 brake through that, thereabouts, whatever the math works out at. All of a sudden, that is a quick vehicle, you know.
Definitely.
And of course, it doesn't matter how much power you throw at a vehicle if you don't sort the tyres. Because if you haven't got the traction to put it down, then...
I'm experiencing that right now, Ed.
Really?
On the Porsche curves.
Right.
Yeah. Top end of third. I think I could get brave and going to fourth, but I've been learning it going round in third. And I think if I went to fourth now, it could completely ruin it for me.
Right.
But maybe I should just try, because I'm in last place anyway, and it doesn't really matter. Tell you what I do need to do is I actually need to remember there's a hairpin here before the hairpin. Oh, right, there we go. Now way too early on the brakes that time. Better for the corner, though. I actually got through it. Big red curve. Right, here we go.
See, we're
How long's
still
left anyway?
Lapse time. So it's we're halfway. We're just over halfway through.
And how did you get back in, by the way? That's an interesting thing, isn't it?
Yeah.
And no, my computer's doing that glitchy thing again.
No, I managed to get back in, and I managed to get logged in, and I'm actually in as a racer now, I think, as opposed to a spectator, but I've managed to figure out how to get it to start watching stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, some nonsense like that anyway. Hey,
Right,
I made
okay.
it work. That's the key, isn't it?
You did.
I made it work.
That's
yeah.
it,
Yeah. Yeah.
So Charles Ante is in 5th place according to this.
Right.
And he's 18 seconds behind me. So let's see if I can keep him in the 18 seconds. I can't. He's into the 17th before I even said it.
Really?
Yeah.
What, coming past you, you mean?
Well, I've just come onto the straight here, and I'm weaving round trying to look at that as well as actually do stuff.
Where is he then? Is he behind you, or?
Yeah, he's behind me.
Right. Okay. I've just zoomed in on you. So, how far behind you is he?
He's 17, bang on 17 seconds behind me.
Wow.
Lucky number 13, eh?
I've had a big glitch here.
Excellent.
Yep. A great big glitch again.
Does that mean the feed's about to stop then?
The feed, right, on your end, yeah.
Yeah.
There we go, right. It paused itself for some reason. So we just need to go live again. We're back.
This is interesting, actually. So against a guy who's in 5th, I'm losing about a second just down the straight through the hairpins. So I have loads of improvement to do. Getting on and actually practicing before 5 o'clock tonight might have helped. I don't know.
So
I'm finding it's a fine line between.
Yeah.
I'm just in a comment eating those curbs. If that was aimed at me, yeah, and the grass and some of the gravel while I'm there as well.
Oh dear.
Yeah, I was using them as targets.
Yeah, that's what I aim for.
Yeah, it's night time, so I'm fighting against go to sleep. Oh, I'm just getting it wrong now. See, I've been racing 12 hours now, though, haven't I? So, you'd expect a driver to fatigue eventually, wouldn't you?
Yeah, well, exactly. I think you're doing very well.
Thanks. Am I in last? I actually am, yeah. I am.
Yeah, you are. Hang on, where's...
Yeah.
Jack Jordan?
20 laps away. Yeah, 20 laps away.
Jack
He's
Jordan,
not playing anymore.
8 laps, yeah, he must be... I wonder what's happened there, then.
8 laps. Says 20 laps on the thing.
Oh, your thing, though, is weird, isn't it?
Oh, is it doing it doesn't give the right information thing again?
I think so, because I'm actually going off the actual iRacing.
Well, you check up on him and see.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going into 4th gear on Porsche curbs here now, which is dangerous, right. I think.
Yeah. Yeah,
because it's totally changed my line. Should have been slowing down out of there a bit, I think. Definitely, yeah. Ooh, there's a little bit of curb. Stewards have warned us for cutting the track. It definitely was a cut, I agree. Not much I can do about it once I've done it, though, is there? More curb eating. Oh, yeah, that was a definite over the curb. There we go. Slowed it and goed it. Right, there we go. Charles has gained 4... he's 4 seconds behind me now. I did just have to yield. I don't think that gives back 10 seconds, does it? So he was probably catching me. It's safe to say.
Right.
Problem is, he's going to catch me in the technical bit here, and I don't really want to get in his way. So in a minute, I'll be easing off to get out of his way. Yeah, I can see lights coming over the hill. Oh, there we go. Let's take some curb. Blue flag, yeah. Okay. I'm going to stay here. I'm literally going to go there. There we go.
Wow, look at that. The speed he went round you then.
I did brake. I'll see if I can stay on him now, because my computer's doing a glitch again.
Right, brilliant.
That doesn't help.
No.
I wonder why that is though, because it's not done that before. Could be about how long it is, of course. And I'm duplicating instead of extending the screen, so it's having to draw it on my laptop and on the telly screen as well. So
yeah.
Oh, I'm getting that corner wrong.
Right. Now, we've got a guest.
Okay.
We've got a guest coming in.
So Wayne Boolean Unite is what?
What was that?
My best friend. I thought this was about racing. Reading a work comment.
Oh right. What in your is this in the
YouTube comments?
Right, I'll jump back in there in a sec. So yeah, the other day chatting to Jack Finn, who's normally racing but wasn't able to. Are you there still? Have I lost you?
I'm in here.
Oh, there you are.
I'm waiting for you to finish the sentence.
No, I was just. It went so quiet. Yeah, so he can't be racing tonight. I'm driving. I'm a real race driver.
I'm a real last place.
Do you know what? Let's just get him in. So yeah, Jack was. Are you there, Jack? Can you hear us?
I hope so. Hello.
Hello.
Hey, hello.
How we doing?
Terribly, but it's okay because it's all for entertainment purposes.
That's all that matters, really, isn't it?
Yeah, luckily, yeah.
So, welcome along. I was just about to start saying, and then Wayne was off track or something. I forgot. I missed it. Was that what happened?
That doesn't really narrow it down, Ed.
That's
a bit more specific than that.
Yeah. So, but yeah. So, Jack, you're normally driving.
I am.
And today you couldn't. So we decided, chatting the other day, that you'd jump in and come and say hi from this side of it for a change.
Yeah, I thought we'd mix things up a little bit. Unfortunately, work duty called this evening, and I was late getting back. But I figured I still want to be involved somehow, and why not come and have a chat, have a laugh with you guys, and see it from this angle.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. So, you crashed into Kieran and took him out first round, didn't you?
Nice segue there, Ed. That was subtle.
Was it subtle, mate? I tried to sneak. Yeah, I thought I'll sneak it in. I'll sneak it in. I'll be nice and gentle.
Smooth as Wayne's racing lines, I think that one.
Smack talk. Now
this low hanging fruit. Sorry.
Lucky you're not on this track. Come and find you.
Now just remember, you
I
will
more luck going the other way.
You will be on the track at the next event, though. Remember.
Yeah,
I will be. Yes.
Yeah, look how wide my car is.
Not for long.
Hopefully a good 25 seconds up the road, but we shall see. Yeah,
what module are you on, mate?
That's a good point. Yeah, actually, where are you? You with? Hang on a minute. Where are you, Jack? You with me? Or?
I am. Yes, we are in module 5.
That's right.
Ask him who does all the verification, Jack. Ask him who does all the verification of marks.
Yeah, who internally verifies all the marks? Yeah.
Who does? That is the real question. I just whoever
you know
it is,
answer.
whoever it is, I must have a good relationship with them because they keep coming back all right. So.
Yeah. Wayne, you've lost your spoiler.
Got wheel damage. Oh,
you've lost your spoiler. It's gone.
Looks like your car's toast. You'll need a tow back to the pit lane.
Oh,
Press and hold your reset button. No, I'm going to get it back.
No,
you've just seen.
You can crawl it back.
I assume you've just seen it on the delay, Jack.
I'm waiting for it to come now. He's just gone under Dunlop. So
right, it's any second because of course you're on delay.
Well,
you're watching the stream.
I am. Yeah. Oh no! Oh, he didn't even make it to touch Rouge. Oh goodness.
No. I got the blue and yellow flag, so I was watching that whilst talking to you guys. It's just a dangerous place to be on the track, to be honest.
Ultra low drag setup now.
It turns left well low.
Yeah, you've gone
Monza setup.
You've gone for the super.
I'm doing it
setup.
because I've just got a slow down penalty. I'm going that fast, so
Wow. That's
Getting used to
some
driving with
serious
my-
effort.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, it gets a bit squirrely in fifth
It's
gear.
nice. It's gone back to GT40 days of
Yeah.
well
Taking it back to
clearing
its origins.
220.
I wonder how it
Exactly.
breaks. Let's see.
On my delay, I've seen you go through the first chicane, so
That's good. I've just not got much left turn. That's all.
it's all right. It's a clockwise circuit, isn't it?
Mostly, yeah.
Yeah.
Mostly.
There you go.
Go round me.
Here he goes.
Go
Look
round
at
me.
that. It's like you're
Thought he
not...
was going to drive straight into the back of
I
me
did
then.
just
That
then.
was Kieran as well.
Was it? Oh,
Yeah.
he was just
Causing
playing
crashes
with you.
again.
Yeah, exactly. Causing crashes again.
Causing crashes again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's
The
these
comments
Porsche
were
drivers.
very kind on that first crash with Kieran.
They
I will
were.
say the
They
comments
were.
were very kind towards me. But you know, these things happen when I was going to say when there's rookies taking part, but he has to verify this as well. So
It was a racing incident. You can't say more than that.
exactly,
Yeah.
it's crushed under the carpet. PR training came in, and
Yeah, definitely.
it's in the past. Unfortunately, due to me having a DNF from one round and missing another, I don't think it'll be a tough challenge to catch him. But
Don't worry, mate. You can have a battle for last with me if you like. There's plenty of space.
sounds like a plan. Are you going to throw rear wings at me?
Maybe. You'd best just stay ahead of me, aren't you?
Wayne, far too many hours on Mario Kart there.
Yeah. But that's why I keep crashing. I'm looking for the banana skins. I can't find them anywhere.
Now, I've just realised, is that why you're swerving about the track? You're trying to find those power-ups, those speed
I've
boosts?
noticed
Trying to
this
get
as
away
well.
from the red tortoise shell. Whoever keeps getting me with them, I'll just leave it off. I'm having enough trouble keeping it on the track.
Yeah.
I'm on a delay. Have you managed to lug it back yet?
I'm getting there.
He's just
It's
coming
turning
up
light.
Porsche curves
Excellent.
now. Oh yeah, getting daylight.
Okay.
Porsche
Shall I-
curves. Now, what I would
I'll
say,
fuel while I'm in. I might as well.
I've just noticed that Arnage
I'm getting used to driving it like this. to be honest.
Arnage is still the old. Oh yeah, using curves, walls. Yeah.
Wall, yeah.
Arnage is still the old setup. Now, in when did I last go? 2019.
Just-
upstairs and drank a load of mummy's water.
Have you told her off? You send her back downstairs? Yeah, alright. Good lad.
Because all that nut. Now, what are you playing?
This is iRacing.
Ladies and gentlemen,
I'm
please
not-
welcome our
I'm not
fourth
doing very
commentator.
well. Yeah, little Harry. Say hello to the internet, Harry.
Hi.
Yeah.
Hi.
I'm in the pits, Harry, because I crashed my car.
What?
Unfortunately.
Which car are you driving?
A Ford GT. And I'm going too fast in this pit, so I'm going to have to serve a penalty for that as well. Are you alright? Are you supposed to be in bed, or are you still up? What time is it? Are you supposed to be in bed?
Don't tell him the time. I don't want to grass.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for mummy to come in my room.
It's 5:30.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, it's early.
Room, I'm
Yeah,
spying.
really
Loads
early.
of time.
Every
you can
minute
stay
I
up all
come
night.
around
Yeah.
Upstairs.
Go have some biscuits.
See
You can have
the
biscuits.
wind comes up.
Yeah, all of the
shit,
cake,
right.
Yeah.
all of the chocolate.
Daddy said. Daddy said
Yeah.
it's fine.
It's fine.
I'm going to
Wayne.
replace my other tyres while I'm here.
Wayne is lucky that I know Wayne's got us in a headset and not on a speaker, and he is lucky.
It's fortunate. I'd have control of his Alexa
Yeah.
by now, otherwise.
Oh, definitely,
Shut
definitely.
this door, buddy.
One of my favourite games is when my other
lad.
half asks Google something just after she said,
nothing.
you know, hey,
Camera.
well, hey, I don't want to say it because I'll trigger my phone, but as soon
Oh,
as she
one,
said
yeah.
it, is the game is to then shout in something else.
Oh, before they can
Before
get it in.
she's said what she's going to ask it, yeah,
Brilliant.
yeah, and
Oh,
she has
Harry
had
does that to
all
me.
all I can say is she has had some weird stuff in her search history, and if she ever gets checked, there would be trouble.
Oh dear.
Harry
Oh,
always
dear.
puts me on Jurassic Park. I'll shout Alexa, he does put Jurassic Park theme tune on.
Oh,
That's his mother's fault.
fantastic.
That's his mother's
Fantastic.
fault. She's addicted to Jurassic Park. Right, I need to
Hence-
be good and
hence the
don't go too
dinosaurs.
fast in the pits. Yes.
Yeah, yeah.
Is that why?
Stay off that.
Is that why you're driving the old GT? A bit of a dinosaur.
Oh, driving it because it's the only Ford I could get. Right.
There's
I'm
a reason for
definitely
that.
Definitely not sped.
There's a man who drives a Ford. Actually, comes to think of it.
Yeah. Which,
there you go then.
There we are.
Daytime. I'll be all over this now. Don't worry, guys. Have I got a wing back, Ed? Can you tell me?
You have. They've refitted your wing, mate. Yeah.
Good. I'm going to stop looking at the YouTube feed then, because doing that made me go off the track.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd minimise that if I were you.
Yeah.
It's too late. It's too far away.
Oh no.
Plus,
oh, well.
It's not as entertaining if I'm good at it, is it? Let's be honest.
You're not wrong.
Yeah.
How's Lewis getting on? Come to think
Exactly.
of it.
Whose car have you been watching? You've been watching mine, haven't you?
Lewis is got a lead of it says 6W, so I assume that's 6 weeks.
6 weeks. Yeah, 6 weeks.
6 Waynes. That's
6
even longer.
6 Waynes, yeah. So let's have a look where he's at. Lewis is at 1 hour 31. And the split back to Ollie Wayne is 2 minutes 42. Then,
wow.
Then a 3 minutes 2, then a 3 minutes 13, a 3:31, a 3:45, a 3:47. And then we're into the 1Ls. Yep, and Wayne, you're currently on 3L.
I'm currently on the week before.
yeah.
Hey, listen.
You're currently
before
on
all those other
January.
ones quit out, I was with some other people. Everyone else has quit. I'm just floating about at the back on my own.
Yeah.
I'd have been disqualified by now, to be fair, normally, wouldn't I? So.
There's a bit of a good... Oh, sorry, go on, Jack.
I was going to say, despite watching and following Le Mans for the last, 10 years, I've never driven the circuit in a game that wasn't like Forza on a controller, not a serious I have to learn the track kind of game.
We were chatting about this the other day, funny enough, when it got brought up.
Lewis has just done a fastest lap 3:57.
We played a game at one of the events. Now, Wayne, earlier, Jayan, I think it was, asked us about other memories, didn't he? Other good memories from the circuit. Do you remember playing Guess the Track, where one of you had to pretend to drive it and the others had to guess? Yeah, I totally forgot about that.
Idea.
Yeah, and
yeah, good game.
Yeah, I think if I remember right, I think Kieran did Spa.
Yes, I think he did. Yeah, because we didn't get it until the bus stop, did we?
Yeah, it took a while.
That's a long lap.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's a long time to sit there, and I wasn't doing it in like a Ginetta or something. You'd have been sat there for an hour.
No, as in you just pretending to steer, sat in a chair with a pretend steering wheel, so completely silent.
Takes longer on rollerblades.
Which almost makes it sound worse. It takes 40 minutes on rollerblades. It only took that long because we messed around.
A couple of rides up and down Eau Rouge.
Eau Rouge.
I was going to say, how is getting up Eau Rouge on roller skates?
Hard.
It's alright. It's easier on rollerblades than it is on roller skates.
No, getting up wasn't a problem.
You just take them off and walk up.
No. Because I had the stoppers, so I could just stop my way all the way up. I'll tell you the problem I had was because basically Wayne was on inlines and I was on quads, and the problem is
that shows you the minor difference in age between me and Ed. That
it does, doesn't it?
Well, I'll give you my difference in age. I was going to sit here and go, you guys are so cool.
Brilliant. I'm not sure which way that goes, actually.
Yeah, take it how you want it, honestly.
Yeah, exactly.
Take it how you want it.
Yeah, okay, I'll take it good.
If you haven't rollerbladed down your local promenade with a ghetto blaster on your shoulder, then you've not lived.
Yeah.
Shell suit on.
Shell suit, no, but the tape decks didn't have any covers on them.
I once got offered a job delivering pizza, me and a couple of mates, pizzas on roller boots around Brighton at about, I think it was about 4 a.m. We were roller booting around, middle of summer, roasting hot. I think it had been about 15. And I remember my dad was in nightclub and we went and met him outside when he was like outside having a drink, and we just kept sort of popping back and disappearing off, and this guy went, "Hey, I own a pizza company, I've seen you skating about, how'd you fancy delivering pizzas? I reckon you could get about the city really quick." No.
Eat lots of pizza at the same time.
Eat lots of pizza at the same time. Carrying a box while roller booting is just like, not going to happen.
easy peasy on rollerblades.
I think Brighton is one of the few cities in this country that you could get away with that.
Yeah, it probably is. Yeah, you know,
My car's just on
especially
that
then
thing
very
again, by the
casual.
way.
Yeah.
What thing?
Well, first off, completely shocked me into a wall, so there was that.
Yeah.
I don't know
unfortunate.
why it wants me to do a slowdown penalty. I went straight into the wall. Can't do any slower than that.
Game time, clearly.
Yeah. Is my car broken is the question. I hit the wall square, so maybe just the front end's missing.
Right. Should we check him out?
The weather just changed.
Who's that?
Yeah, check what my car looks like.
Lewis is clipping corners, and I'll tell you what, talk about track use.
Yeah.
He's really
Yeah, he's just knocked 2 seconds off his lap time there.
I'm not surprised.
From the last lap.
I am not
It's
surprised.
it's the entry into the first of the final 2 chicanes that you really maximise almost into the pit entry.
Why didn't you tell me that? I'm here struggling.
I've only been here for 20 minutes, 15 minutes.
20 minutes of keeping that to yourself.
Again, this is. Do you know what? I
There's
think
no
I've
need to
probably
disadvantage me. I'm
I've
losing.
probably watched enough sim laps of Le Mans through popular sim racing streamers and YouTubers that I reckon I could set an all right lap time given half an hour's practice.
Yeah.
Maybe less than half an hour, but who knows? I hadn't driven Okayama, which was not the last round, but the one
It was
before.
the first one, wasn't it? I think the
Was
first
it?
one was.
Spa was first round, was it?
Oh
not?
yeah, it was Spa. Spa was the first
Spa,
test
then
one.
Okayama.
Okayama was the test one, wasn't it? Where
Yeah, and
we
then
were
I think we did
finding
Spa
our
and
feet.
Okayama again
Yeah.
over rounds 1 and 2.
How many delays are on this, by the way? Because you're only just about to see me go on the YouTube. You're just about to see me get it epically wrong. But I'm
literally,
way
as
ahead
you
of that
said
now.
that, I've watched you drive into the gravel at the end of the Mulsanne.
Yeah.
Wow.
Oh, I've damaged my car.
Oh,
I've just tried to turn a corner there and it just didn't want to.
Your spoiler's gone again.
Yeah.
Oh,
the
come
next
on.
That's what I
20
say, I'm going
seconds
into
are
that
about to
bump
be
there.
very tense for me.
Look at that. No
It
turn,
is.
no
Wait,
steer,
oh,
nothing.
you're all over. Mate,
Have I got any
the
wheels?
rolls. You have, but the
Distracted.
Have I got any wheels left?
Oh, your bumper's just dropped off as well.
Oh, my happy mouth.
Oh, no, your rear bumper.
Oh, right.
It looks pretty
Don't
cool
know about
now.
that one.
I've got to say, it looks pretty cool now. Actually,
It's got a time attack car now.
It has, yes.
I do like this car, I have to say. I think it's a nice car. And
It was.
obviously, it actually is a thing, driver fatigue, because I am getting, I think, complacent, really, and I'm playing with what gears I go into corners and things like that.
Getting
But
bored.
also, yeah, out here on my own at the front.
Yeah.
But also, right, faster car ahead. There we go. Let's get out of his way, not ruin his day. Also, I am actually getting to the point where I think my brain's getting a bit tired.
Right.
Let's go and fix my car for a
You
start,
need to.
because
Yeah, I shame.
there's not
I
much-
love that back end. Like that. Like you say, it's got that proper
The front,
Go
the
on.
lights
I need
without
that for it
the
to handle, though, mate.
the front lights without all the front bumper on it have something almost of a Murcielago look about them.
Yeah. I can
I'll have
see
to look
that.
back on the replay.
And the
I'm
rear.
too busy. I'm too busy crashing. Hold for 40 seconds again. Flipping heck.
The rear.
Do you know
all we
what
need
it
is a
is?
couple of big turbos hanging out the back of that as well.
Oh, it looks very short. It looks a bit
I'm
like
just-
a Grand Theft Auto car, doesn't it?
It does.
Yeah. Just
60
quick.
kilometres
Go
an hour in the pits is horrendously slow.
Oh, it feels
Like
it. Yeah,
breathing
but
on me throttle.
think about when you've
There we
been
go.
on the motorway doing 70 and you suddenly come off up to a roundabout and you
Yeah.
go, I'm slowing down, and then all of a sudden you realise you're still doing 50 and you're on the roundabout. It's
Yeah.
I just quickly, just to pick up on the messages, Jan put, did the Guess the Track game require making the car noise too? No, that was what almost made it more weird, I guess, because it was just silent and you're just turning your hands left and right and leaning.
Yeah.
Which
Is
kind
it
of...
not more weird? Is it not more weird for it to be completely silent and then just one lad sat on a chair going, whilst everyone else is dead
I
silent?
don't know. Visualising the track, aren't you?
Possibly, yeah. I don't know which is... which is more weird? I guess one looks more silly and one looks more weird, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think it's a very
Okay.
specific set of people you need to play that game as well.
Oh, definitely. Yeah.
It's a very
niche.
Very niche.
Yeah.
So Ed, if you
yes.
go to the select person and just
Yep.
hit most exciting, you might see if there's any scraps happening on
Well,
circuit at the moment.
Interestingly, the Duarte has put that. Duarte has put, and I really hope I'm pronouncing your name right, Duarte. Sorry, mate. Any fights going on at the moment, I do have it set on most exciting most of the time, and that's what it takes.
Oh, and it was sat looking at me.
Oh
in
right,
the pit.
it's Wayne.
Well, actually, I've just
My car
clicked on
even
it.
sat still is amazing.
It's even more than that. It's taken us to the pace car.
That's saying something, isn't it?
It really does. And the pace car is parked at the end of the pit. So I've just...
On the 20-second delay, I'm going to see if you've accidentally clicked the pace car button that's right below it.
Well, I'm watching
or I've run into the pace car.
That's also possible.
It's more likely.
Well, you'll see it any second now. You'll see it. So here comes Wayne out the pit. So you can see I've got the menu up where we were chatting just a moment ago. And there you go. Most exciting. And it jumps to the... It's actually Lewis. It's jumped to Lewis, who's in the pits. So it's saying Lewis in the pits is the most exciting thing happening on track.
I'd better up my game then, hadn't I? Have to see if we get a drift on down the main straight.
Hey, I've just realised my bonnet scoop is a lot like the one in this Mercedes we're looking at right now. Just saying.
I think you could retrofit that one.
I think you could. Yeah.
I think the bonnet will be the same size.
Yeah. Well, it's
Not
already
really well
not far off the same size in the one I've got in my bonnet at the moment. So, somebody was a bit squirrely there.
Probably me.
Sean.
I'm forgetting that I've just put new tyres on.
Sean has put, is that Mr. Jack Finn on comms? Yes.
It is indeed.
Yes, it is.
Hello.
Yeah. So, yeah. Guess
Thought I'd give everyone a chance.
Well, you know, exactly. Wayne's been thinking that.
Spend my afternoon fitting an engine and a gearbox instead.
Nice. So, let's make interesting on that. What was it in? May we ask? Or is that classified? You don't have to tell anyone if it's like going to cause a problem. Don't worry.
It's more that I don't know. But if anyone does follow sort of car YouTube, sim racing YouTube, they could take a very solid guess at what it could be. But yeah, hopefully it will be at the next round.
Okay.
At the end of the month.
Excellent.
Is what we're hoping for. But yeah,
Fantastic.
it's been an interesting journey with the car by all means. But
right.
Slightly more interestingly, and something I can talk about, is the Mitsubishi Evo 7 that was in a rally in South Wales last week.
Okay.
Being driven by an Icelandic gentleman, and yeah, did really fantastically. He's not driven a car for 3 or 4 years, and I have the real privilege actually with that car of getting to prep it and get it ready for events. And yeah, it's nice tuning in and watching it hit a jump, go through a water splash, and actually finish sort of top 10%. So
nice. Nice. Going over a jump and through a water splash is always nicer than seeing it going over a ridge and into a wall.
Absolutely, it really is.
Are you trying to segue into me there, Ed?
You know, I'd be far
it
less
definitely
up.
is. There is an element of watching the so the live streams tend to be just the camera on a portion of the stage, and then every car comes past. So it's quite a long stream to wait for your car to come through, and there is a small element of going, 1, please come through, and 2, please don't come through.
That's what my team
Please don't come through bent. Basically, just drive straight, look good.
Yeah.
All of my amazing clean and polished job had been completely ruined by the Welsh weather, but that's the joy of it.
Again,
it was all fixed yesterday.
This is something else we were discussing the other day that we got onto, wasn't it? That horrible, horrible feeling. And for anyone that hasn't done, been there at an actual event yet, is waiting for your car to come round. And then that moment when, let's say it's doing 1 minute 50 laps if you're on a circuit, or like you say, if you're at a rally event and you know roughly when it went through the last checkpoint, and then you're there going, well, we're at 1 minute 54, 1 minute 55, 1 minute 50. Where's the car?
Yeah,
where's the car?
We had that with the mystery car at the first round at Donington when we had. It's mystery car. It's people more important than me. So
yeah.
But we had an engine issue, and it was very much, we watched him pull away from cars coming out of Redgate, out of the first corner, sort of catching it through the trees, barrel down the hill, and walking past some of the competition. It was walking away from both a Ford and a Holden V8 supercar.
Wow.
So things got some legs. And then obviously it disappears over the back, and you wait for it to come around the last corner, and he'd come through the chicane going down to the Melbourne hairpin, and all the power dropped. So we watched everyone else who he was well ahead of come shooting past, and then overheard on the commentary that rings throughout Donington that he had an issue, which is never what you want to hear.
No.
I also got to listen to the commentary. He described me and my boss pushing the car out as well, which isn't also a nice feeling. But
right.
Yeah, it's a horrible, daunting feeling of where's the car?
Yeah. I mean, we've been there as well, haven't we, Wayne?
Yes.
Of course.
Is Lewis Edwards 1.6 seconds behind me?
I knew Wayne was focusing on something. Yeah, I think he is.
Good, I'm going to slow down and let him pass. There we go.
There you go. Well, that didn't take long, did it?
No, I'm definitely not messing with their race, because P2... Oh, no, it's P6. I should have forgot about him, shouldn't I?
There we go.
I don't want to ruin anybody else's race. I'm not here to do that.
Alexandros livery is kind of cool. It's all black with some purple kind of or dark blue, depending which you want to take.
He's 6th place as well, isn't he?
Yes, he is.
Yeah, I didn't see his position. I just saw there was someone close. I thought he was battling with Lewis, but
looks really cool.
I think my lap times have actually improved, though. I don't know how I'd check that now until later on, but I think my lap times actually have improved, generally speaking, by about 10 seconds. Not this one, probably.
Whoa! Look at that!
Oh, too many incident points to drive through. Oh, yeah. All right, no, I can cope with that. That'd have been you're disqualified, wouldn't it, normally?
Normally. No, actually,
I was going to say, did they up the how many incident points you're allowed? Oh, took it off.
Yeah, because the thing was, like I say, I'm not like then. I'm not competing. I'm not trying to stop people from doing their race, and I'm not going to get in people's way. And actually, by doing that last round, I ended up on the grass enough times to get myself incident points. I actually didn't have any incidents last round, other than getting out of the way of people and just going too wide, and then got disqualified for it and kicked out. So I said, well, actually, for me, if you can get rid of that, I can still just get out of people's way, and it won't make a difference to anybody. But also, everybody else is actually racing really well and doing, nobody's being cheeky or taking the mick or anything, are they? So actually, we don't really need the disqualification, because everybody's being decent, aren't they?
If there was something serious enough, it would be discussed afterwards anyway.
Oh,
yeah, no, exactly.
The people from a little behind the scenes, we have a little debrief after the race and a little chat about how it went. But it's a really good group of people to race with.
Yeah,
it's been really fun. Everyone's been really clean. No one's ever been malicious or anything like that.
Incidents are genuine incidents, aren't they?
Yeah, absolutely. Sometimes, whether it's accidental or not, sometimes blame can be proportioned, but I think we're all very aware of the fact that we're doing this for fun.
Yeah.
And as long as Lewis is taking part, none of us can win anyway. So it's how I imagine everyone in Formula One must feel. It's you you might as well just go out there and have a laugh, because that's what it is, really.
Yeah, that's why I think it should be changed up though, F1 a little bit. I think it's a bit too. Yeah.
Oh, here's an interesting, something interesting. Then I saw inevitably a tweet saying what the idea of the Formula One world champion of that year being banned like they are in Formula 2.
Yeah,
Okay.
I like that.
But
They've had their time, so it's over, and let somebody else move in.
because you'd have a different champion every year, obviously, but then you wouldn't get the sort of the legends of the sport that you say, like the Michaels, the Sennas, the Lewises, the Prosts.
Yeah, Wayne,
who have won multiple world championships.
Sorry, Wayne, where were you going just then? Jack, you'll see that in a moment. But Wayne, where were you going?
What I was trying to do, I was trying to work out what was going. At first, I was trying to get out of his way. Then I was trying to work out why I've already been in the pits.
Right.
But it's that I think that too many incident points means every lap I'm going to have to go into the pits.
Really?
It shouldn't do, as long as you've served your drive-through.
Yeah. Unless you sped on your drive-through.
Oh, no, do you know what it is? I didn't drive through. I pitted.
Ah.
God damn.
So, yeah, there you go.
So I need to read the instructions is what's actually happening.
You went for a 30-second
going
stop
on.
go.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a lot going on, all right.
Ben,
I'd have thought they'd give me that.
Ben Orty just
Yeah, you gave yourself a worst penalty.
penalty, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And worse still.
I need to go and have a word with the clerk of the course, I think, or something.
Worse still, it didn't count.
I know, yeah. Wait, what's going on here?
Blame Kieran.
Ben's put.
Yeah, I am.
Ben's put in the comments. He's put. I had the pleasure of watching. This is off the conversation a moment ago. Obviously, he's put. I had the pleasure of watching my car smash into the barrier right in front of the spotters area last week. That was fun. Harsh. Yeah.
Better feeling. There really isn't. It's that sense of it's going to be a late night. Especially if it happens, if you have a race on a Saturday and then a race on a Sunday, or it happens in a qualifying or a practice session. It's that immediate thought of probably not going to get a lot of sleep tonight.
Yeah, you know it's coming. There's going to be no shower, or it'll be at 4 a.m. And then maybe...
It'll be 4 a.m. outside in the paddock at Brands Hatch.
Yeah, that's it. Cold.
Yeah,
cold. And then, of course, by that point, you go, I'm going to get an hour's sleep, and you can't because you just had a shower at 4 a.m. and woken yourself up, and yeah, it's all just...
Or you've woken yourself up and you're like, I have to at least try and get my head down, and the only available place to sleep is in a tyre. In the back of an Arctic.
Wow, I haven't.
Sorry, do I sound bitter?
Yeah, you do a little bit. There's a little bit. Yeah, I'm sensing. I should
clarify this didn't happen with the NMA race team.
Yeah, we wouldn't give you. We wouldn't give you a tyre.
No, they wouldn't even let me in the Arctic.
Yeah. Hey,
we've got. You have 2 tyres, so at least you're sleeping flat.
We've got some lovely bunks in the racetrack.
We do if you're quick enough.
Yeah.
Just make sure I'm only coming to Donington. It's not a far drive from me. If there's no places, I'll just go home.
Yeah, that's it. Well, no, there's always places, but now me and Wayne have had this conversation actually about it, because Wayne last year stayed in his bus. His fun bus.
My El Grand, yeah.
His El Grand, yeah, which was brilliant. You were parked next to the truck at the track, weren't you? It was spot on.
Yeah.
And this year you were actually a little bit sort of disappointed that you've not got that, so you won't be staying trackside. We've had this conversation that it's part of the whole experience actually, that as nice as it is to go off elsewhere, it's also the staying and having a laugh with people and just kind of
you lose out on the chill out and the wind down time. Yeah.
Well,
right.
It's funny.
I'm going for my drive through, everybody. Just so you know, drive through. Yeah.
It's funny you mention that, really, because obviously our first round is at Donington, which is a very commutable distance for me.
Yeah.
And so I chose. I said I'd save the team a bit of money, I don't work for a big team, so we'll just save a bit of money. I'll just commute. It's not a problem. But I'd go for dinner, and then drive home afterwards.
Yeah.
But even doing that, there was a little bit of a disconnect, almost. And don't get me wrong, I'd love staying in my own bed and getting to come back home to my girlfriend and
definitely
not being in a hotel room with someone else.
Yeah.
Like having to share.
Yeah, of course.
But there is still that element of disconnect, and I mean, I've been fortunate enough to have the entire spectrum of sleeping in a tyre in the back of the Arctic and sleeping in a nice hotel in another country.
Yeah.
And whichever way round it is, there's half of, I think, the best memories I've made so far in my relatively short career have been those moments, those wind down moments, that sort of bit of social time that you occasionally get blessed with.
Yeah.
Yeah, getting to know people, aren't you? That's the
Yeah.
thing. Yeah, definitely.
And I think that it benefits then from a working point of view. I don't know about you guys, but I find I work a lot better with people when I sort of know them a bit.
Oh, 100%. And it's one of the things I've said before, actually, about getting jobs. You know, when people discuss it, and we had the conversation on the last one of these, and it was about how to get into the industry, how to, you know, best ways to get a job. And I said, of all the things, one of the best things is just to be a nice person and go along and get on with the other people, because you could be the best, you know, tech in the world, the best engineer in the world, but if you're a bit of a wally and you don't get on with it,
good word.
No one wants. They won't keep you around. It'll be yeah, thanks, you know, but we're all right. You know,
yeah, absolutely. It's how you just sort of, they might not say it to you, but you just might not get a call back.
Yeah, that's it.
You might not get invited for the next one.
Yeah.
So it's things like that, and you know, early on in your career, and I still do it now, you make mistakes, and you'll. It's a very niche career with a very a lots of unwritten rules, I feel like.
Very true.
Yeah.
Very true.
And you will.
I'd say it's still very old school, actually.
Very much so. And it's getting a lot better, but it can be very cliquey and very me, us and ours in motorsport. But having, like you say, just being a good guy, being nice, showing showing enthusiasm will take you so much further, especially starting out, than you might, like you say, might be the best tech in the world, but if you turn up and you can't be bothered, then you
see, this is why I'm no good as a driver, because I'm just a heck of a nice person. You can't be both things.
Very good.
I'll let Lewis know.
Yeah, tell him,
yeah. No, Lewis, nice guy. Been along to the events last year, and I think we are really lucky with, you know, just all the people generally that, you know, that are around us, come to the events and join in on these events and everything. That, you know, it works really well. And I think, you know, we haven't had any problems of any sort that I can ever remember, which is a great thing to say. On the other hand, we get, you know, it's a shame sometimes, because on the same score you get, you know, we have to rotate every event, which is slightly different to a regular motorsport in some way, motorsport event, isn't it? Pit crew or whatever, because we're getting used to different people on every event. But yeah, then the next one you'll have a whole fresh set of faces. It's a real. It's almost like
different, because it's sort of
go on.
It's no matter sort of the situations, you have to build trust in who you work with. And there is, especially in motorsport, there is an element of trust of you have to know, if you ask someone to do it, it is done to the highest possible standard every single time.
Definitely.
And that extends to the motor industry in general, because as dramatic as it sounds, there's an element of someone's life in your hands.
Yeah.
And that is the responsibility of the team, or the number one, or the chief tech, whoever it is. So whoever that is has to be able to trust whoever they're working with. And I think, obviously, when you're working with different people every week, that obviously can be, I can imagine, an interesting thing to try and overcome. But obviously, the fact that, like you say, you've not really had any problems, I think is possibly a testament to
who we let on.
Who you let on, and I think a testament to the environment that's set within that team, that it's not you're not turning up to like a Rodin or a Prema or even one of the bigger Formula One teams with all of a sudden it's like the world on your shoulders, which it can sometimes be like early on in your motorsport career.
Yeah, I think it's it's one of those funny things that sometimes you can find yourself thrown in very much at the deep end. I know it's happened a few times when somebody's gone and started off just as a lower rank. Wow, Barbie is way off track there. You might be going in just in a lower rank, and all of a sudden something happens in the company or somebody leaves, and everything just falls on your shoulders, and you've got to try and deal with it and just find a way through. And it's a funny industry like that where people can come and go, and just because you're there, all of a sudden a team manager might suddenly think you're capable of everything just because you've done something. It's a bizarre
and it
world.
can be there can be situations where it feels a bit sink or swim.
Yeah.
Which, when you're just coming out of education, is probably not the ideal thing that you need.
No.
So don't get me wrong, some people absolutely thrive in that environment.
Can't you tell I'm doing that right now?
Exactly.
What, sinking?
Watching.
Well, sink or swim, yeah. I'm still breathing.
Okay.
Make a choice on which one.
Yeah.
You've still got time, it's fine.
Put it out on the chat. Yeah. If everybody else has one big crash, then I might be alright. I might still be on to a winner.
I don't think you could even get a word out of Lewis at the moment, let alone
stranger things
speak to him.
Do you know what? Frustratingly,
when he comes past me in a minute,
with how fast he is on this and how he breezes around, I bet he's writing one of his assignments right now with his spare hand.
I'd like to get him looked at for cheating in the game then. I want all of his points disappeared. Thanks.
Yeah, removal. He just
well, next year we just don't invite professionals. I think that's the...
he just
more
makes
important
it so easy.
How many participation points do I get for being here?
That's a good point, actually. Well, I've got
Kieran doesn't want his points, but I do out of principle.
Well, I'm going to get on the leaderboard.
I think Kieran should take the points.
I do.
I think you should all take the points.
I do, yeah. It's not like I'm going to take many, is it?
Don't get me wrong. If Kieran had turned up and he was secretly an esports driver for the last 5 years and was actually a second clear of Lewis, I might think differently.
I agree.
But as it stands, one of the students is head and shoulders clear at the moment.
Oh,
I don't
we're
know
not
if they've managed to
sponsored by them, by the way.
They are.
No need for a product
far
drop
and away, or is...
I didn't know you had done, bro.
No, you will get strike. You will get strike down. YouTube will come after you.
Yeah. Where's the copywriting there? Yeah, on that song. Yeah.
I don't think they're bothered with that singing.
It's alright. I think with copyright has to be in tune. Hey!
Oh!
Not wrong with originality.
It's just the remix.
That's it, yeah.
Yeah. So,
don't know how it thought that was a cheat. That was me going sideways slowly. Alright.
Wow. Oh, I've got to mention it. This is really harsh. Has anyone seen and been sort of keeping an eye on the I can't remember what they're probably called, the Irish guys. They run Drift Masters.
Yes.
Oh yes.
I was watching this last night.
Oh my gosh. It's soul destroying.
So I saw the video come up of it on fire.
Yeah.
I didn't know who they were and didn't really look it up.
Yeah.
I've never really known anything about drifting. It's not ever been my sort of scene.
Okay.
But I then watched the video of him talking about the aftermath and going forward and what the cause was and things like this. I did a little bit of research.
What was the cause in the end?
So they didn't actually say. He said because there's an investigation
Something in the workshop was the.
But apparently it was a freak accident. Nothing could have been done differently. It was just. It could be anything. Like could be static. Could be just an arc somewhere. I don't know.
Yeah.
Literally a million things. So, but it only really hit me when I saw all the cars in there before it burned down.
Yes.
And realised what had been in there.
And the work they put, how cool it looked in there.
Well, I was talking to my other half about that, and it was we were saying about, yes, you have cash value of things, and you have cool, it looks pretty, but cars represent so much more than that, because cars represent all of the money, which tends to be a lot, especially if it's motorsport.
Yeah.
But also the blood, the sweat, the tears, the time you spend fixing the car, fixing things to fix the car.
Yep. Updating things.
Making weird tools that are only ever going to be used for one job. I have a metal rod with a 16mm socket welded at a 45-degree angle on it. And do you know what? I can't even tell you what it's for anymore.
Brilliant.
I know it was on an old Formula Renault, but can't for the life remember what it was. It was something down the back of the engine.
Similarly, I've got a 17mm spanner, a 17mm ring spanner, with the the C end cut off and an 18-inch extension welded onto it. And that is to get to the gearbox, the top two gearbox bolts on a 7M GTE, or later the 2JZ, in an old Supra. And it's easier to get that down than it was, because the other way is you have to make up about 3 foot of extensions on a ratchet with a socket on the end of it and 2 flexies to get it down the tunnel around the gearbox onto the top, and then get someone else to put their hand down from the top and hold it in place. And it's like, do you know what? I'm making a tool for this. So,
but what you've described there is the exact reason cars represent so much more.
Yeah, definitely.
Because to people who aren't interested in cars or aren't interested in motorsport, it's a very tough thing to explain as to. Not in a bad way, but why we put ourselves through it.
Yeah. Oh,
because you just
so.
So with your Supra, Ed, that you alluded to there, that I know you love talking about, so let's do it.
Let's get into it.
Let's get into it. It's one of those things that to a non-car person, you just sort of just trade it in, get something new that you can get on finance or get it serviced every 2 years for free as part of a package, and just have a car. But that would be the worst thing in the world, because a car is more than a car. I think it's an old Top Gear thing of they have personality. Each car has a personality and is different, and you learn its quirks, you learn its features, and you learn in some ways the weird ways that you have to drive it to get the most out of it.
Now you're talking about my Volvo.
yeah. But it's a big. Oh, he's done the front end. Who was that? Stephen Gills. Oh, that was a big slide. Slide and head into the barrier.
Well, he was chasing me down, and he obviously got worried, trying too hard to catch me, and it's
the
all
aura.
Wrong.
Yeah.
Sheer
past
aura.
My force field of amazingness.
Where's he got? I can't even see him on the. There he is. Oh, that is a mess.
Camera can't even keep up with mechanic now.
Oh no! Yeah. Oh, I've just had the 20-second delay on it, and it's just the way he skids across the back of the frame, focused on another car.
Yeah.
Whoever it was, Noah is obviously now going to catch me up because he's in 4th place. But I was watching there, and I actually did a decent run down here, and kept my 3.3 second lead. But maybe that's why he was 3.3 seconds, lost it, and Noah caught me a load of time up.
Yeah.
That's
probably more like it.
Unfortunately, Stephen did lose a little bit of time. And a large amount of bodywork. But still, what have we got? Just under 10 minutes left to go.
Yeah, not long.
Oh, how much fuel have I got? Oh, I've got loads. I don't even have to pit again. I've pitted enough, though, really. I think I'm on first name terms with everybody in the pit garage. High-fiving all the other pit teams.
Do you not normally get to know the team for the guys you race for, Wayne? Or are you one of these drivers that just rocks up with a helmet on, gets in the car?
You've met me. I'm that ace when I'm in driver mode, yeah?
Yeah.
Can't you tell? Are you even watching?
Am I even watching? I'm watching Stephen at the moment.
I'm too busy getting to know everybody that I forget to do the driving bit.
In fact, you want to get to know everyone so badly, you stopped for a penalty rather than just driving through.
Exactly, yeah. That guy had a nice sandwich. I went and asked him if I could share it.
Yeah. Oh, dear.
Who's got the salt and pepper?
Push it.
Do you think instead of the sort of the interchangeable water bottles they have in endurance racing, you could replace it with like soup or something like that? If you had to do a really long stint, if you had to do like a double
soup with a roll.
Yeah,
it's blended.
Where would you put the roll?
There we go. I got out of the way of Noah.
The roll could just be blended. You could just blend the roll in. Blend it in with the
roll.
soup.
That sounds horrible.
Tomato soup with a hint of bread. Mmm.
Yeah.
Just a mere suggestion of Hovis in my tomato soup.
Now can I just say, because this is Summit, Kieran is currently all over Barbie's rear end. Now there's an expression you don't hear often.
There we go, ladies and gentlemen. 20 minutes into the race.
Yeah.
We've peaked.
Yeah. Hey, I'm amazed it took that long before it hit the gutter.
We've peaked. Yeah. It's all down from now.
Wow. Yeah, he's moved around in front now.
Yeah. I couldn't think of anything funny enough to say to Barbie's gone really wide earlier.
Yeah.
And there we go.
Dear.
You thought we'd peak,
but
it turns out we hadn't.
We hadn't.
Oh dear. Right, you know what?
Right. I want to actually get a lap in where I get a change of time. I'm fed up of 4 minutes 16 being my thingy.
Are you going
that
for
was my fastest lap?
A sub 4 minute.
No, it's just said that was my fastest lap. Oh, behave. 4:16, I think, was me. Oh, now I'm not concentrated. It's right, the rumble strips will help me. There we go. Right. This obviously isn't my fastest lap.
The Drift Masters guys, I never really didn't really understand what they did. Saw Drift Games and thought they might have been like a video game company or something like that.
Yeah.
And it only really resonated with me when I saw the burnt out husks of a one-of-one Lambo.
I think that's it. It's like let's get one of every iconic JDM car and destroy it.
Set fire to it. They had an AE86 in there.
Yeah, R32 GTR, I believe.
Wow.
Mark 5 Super.
There was a billion S15s, S14s.
It was very nicely set out as well, wasn't it?
It was incredible. I
didn't.
Similar to you, I didn't really follow them much at all or anything, but I did see the video 9 months ago, whenever it was, when they just moved into that space and he was giving a tour, and I was like, wow, this is cool. I want something like that.
It's really heartbreaking, because I think he says in the sort of summary video that it's insurance doesn't cover things like that. Very niche, very specific.
No.
You'll get a value amount, but it won't take anything into consideration.
You'll get market value.
Or the value of your vehicles, really.
Well,
I think you were saying it's market value, and when you've pumped, hundreds of thousands of euros in their case into an S15, and then you look at just buying an S15 bog standard off of Auto Trader.
Yeah, it's
quite the jump.
Yeah.
The main problem with that is a lot of that stuff you'll struggle to value anyway. Because, you say, just go and buy one on Auto Trader. Good luck. There hasn't been one on there for probably 12 months.
Yeah.
But that doesn't take.
So it's finding something to argue and compare your price against when they do bid you for it.
Components.
No. Oh yeah.
Have bespoke body kits. things like that. It doesn't take any of that into consideration. And insurance companies, for the nicest word of the world, don't care.
No.
Like, they don't care. They want to keep their money.
Definitely,
so
as little as possible.
You know, it's things. It's just you're never gonna. I think the guy said 70. He estimates 75% is probably gone forever.
Yeah.
In terms of value.
Well, it was.
Which is.
I mean, watching it was doubly heartbreaking as well. Wayne, I mean, Jack, you won't know this bit. Wayne, I'm sure you might remember me. I'm sure I've told you or whatever. My other half's first Supra that she had. That's exactly how that looked, because we had the same thing. A workshop went up and it looked exactly the same thing, and we were in the same position, stood there, being held back by the fire brigade and the police cordon, just watching everything go up in smoke. And I felt for them so much, because exactly what he was saying, like when they got the drone out and they're like, maybe it didn't go through, maybe it didn't get that far, maybe something's salvageable, and you see just these rusty, shells left.
It's just a husk. It's nothing.
It's just, it doesn't even look the same, and you're like, I don't get it. But on
a lighter note, guys, I'm doing all right here. Shame is I'm on probably what would have been a good lap there, but I didn't want to get in Lewis's way, so I just dumped it.
I think it may be well worth focusing on Lewis shortly, because there is only a few seconds left, and he will be crossing the line.
That's all right then, because I just dumped it out the way.
Oh goodness! Has Wayne had an accident again?
See it? I've just replayed it 4 times. Oh, your wheels come off, Wayne. Your back wheel.
Oh yeah, well that'd explain why.
My wheels come off.
Look at that.
I'm in 4th gear, doing 6. Hey, at least I'll stay in the pit limit now.
I've only just seen it.
That's horrendous. That's race end, guys. That's race end.
Just over.
Hey, I'm getting some good speed up now. How close was Lewis to me? Because that was why I pulled out the way.
I don't know. We were too busy looking.
There.
You crashed.
There he was.
Wait, can I give you some advice for the next race? If blue flags come at the next race, just let the car behind you overtake you.
Oh, that was what I was trying to do. Unfortunately, it was. Oh, look at that! I don't have a wheel, do I?
Don't focus on him. He will get past you.
Well,
in the nicest way possible.
What would he have done? What would he have done if he hadn't, though? And I'd have got in his way. Right.
Then he's like 3 minutes in the lead.
Oh, yeah, but no, I'd rather make a ruin of my car than.
And let's be honest, I think Lewis could probably make up that 3 minutes in a lap, knowing.
Are we
Lewis pulls out a 1:43 lap time.
Potentially.
Sorry, Motocross fan.
Now, because I think
you can. Motocross fan, are you reading chat? Yes, we are. We are reading the chat. Sorry, just had to reply. Go on, Wayne.
No, I don't know. I don't know what I was talking about.
I was going to say I could never do this every week, because I'd go, Motocross fan. No, we're not.
Very good.
I've had a go on one.
Sorry.
That's about it. Oh, my car's properly broken.
Is it? We're on pit lane, but I think I'm going to come and look at your car now. And let's see.
Press and hold escape to tow and get out.
Have you managed to cross the line?
Press and hold escape.
Oh, look at that wheel! Oh,
wait! Cross the line?
Tow me. Oh yeah, that's why it's not driving right. Somebody forgot to do me wheel up.
Oh my goodness! Oh! It's what a time to put that shot on.
While you were chatting and getting to know him in your 30-second pit stop.
Yeah,
you were exactly. They weren't looking.
Distracted him.
Wheel off. Wow. Yeah. Now,
that's why drivers shouldn't talk to the team. There we go. You see, we've proven something there.
Have a look at have a look at the thing right now. The live
I am
stream.
doing that.
Are you ready?
A bit loose.
This one.
It's through the floor.
Yeah, but keep watching it. Keep watching it.
Rear steer.
Oh dear. It's
nice.
done a flip. I don't think they're meant to do that.
A bit of rear steer, it's okay.
As someone who studies the sport of motorsport,
Give your professional opinion.
I could confidently say with my professional, as someone who fitted a gearbox today, with my professional opinion,
yes,
that isn't meant to do that.
Well, the new age of racing, boys.
Definitely.
Listen, that was 2.5 hours, and if I hadn't been here, it'd have been a lot drier than that. So there you go.
Certainly would. Well, this was fantastic.
It was a good save.
It was brilliant. It was great having you along, Jack, as well, to chat.
Thank you very much for having me.
No,
it's been really fun.
Excellent.
Oh look, there's a car with the wheel attached still on the screen now.
Here's what you could have.
What you could have won.
Yeah. Well, that looks boring to me, guys. My version looked a lot more entertaining.
I wanted to turn up in a Morgan.
Yeah, I thought this was.
You got the Spitfire livery and everything.
Was
right.
be entertaining.
Yes.
Be entertaining.
Yeah.
Oh, could you
was
pass
I not
that
entertained?
brief?
Are you not entertained?
Could you pass that brief on to some of the higher forms of motorsport in the real world? That'd be fantastic.
If they see this, maybe they'll be inspired.
Look at what they could have. Look at what
Yeah.
Formula One could have if they actually just sat the whole thing off and raced GTs around Le Mans for an hour, 2.5 hours.
Yeah. Well,
Exactly, with no practice.
With no
This
practice.
has always
and
been
amateurs.
part of my thing. Why I love the WEC, because you've got the GT cars and the LMP cars all mixed up, and it just makes it a bit more interesting because you've got traffic
and bronze drivers.
Yes, yeah, that's
I'm not
it.
a bronze driver.
Always
I'm not a rookie yet. I'm still a rookie.
Don't worry, Wayne. If I came in,
He's
I'm
got
still on L.
It's all right.
Yeah,
He's got his national C. Everything's fine.
When we put onto the chat now, here's one to put out. Who thinks Ed should do a race?
Oh, me.
I do.
The next one.
Yeah.
When
I think you should, because we can get in early enough and we can just let it run and we can just talk and see how good you are.
I'm not.
Is there no way you guys can just practice during the workday and count it as work?
No, unfortunately not. Even this is in our own time.
Yeah.
Unbelievable.
I know, terrible.
Yeah.
Surely, because this seems like the kind of thing that
There's
would be
too much to do in the
it's
day.
the equivalent of expensing something that you're not really buying for work.
Well, yeah, but we all know how expenses don't work like that. There's no unlimited expenses. Expenses have a limit. This would be extreme expenses.
And we don't control that limit.
No.
Well, I decided that I needed to upgrade my my wheel for work. So.
Wow, I like it. Well, how about this? How does this sound then? Throw
Quickly,
it out there now.
if HMRC is listening, that was a joke.
Yeah.
Throwing it.
Now that you've said that, they will.
Yeah. Throwing it out
Do you
there.
want to see my fastest lap, by the way? Just by the way, I actually got a 4:11, which I'm quite happy with, compared to the 4:16, which was around about where I started. So I did shave 5 seconds off my lap.
How does this
pretty
sound?
cool.
At some point, right over the
guy in front of me got 4:09.
Because obviously away for racing and that, so it's not going to be any time soon. But at some point in the next couple of weeks, what if me, you, and Kieran jump in a private game, so we don't need to worry about streaming it, but we can record it, because that will be easier, and otherwise it will just send my computer into meltdown if I'm doing all the other stuff I'm trying to race. We will jump in and we'll have a race, and I'll show you just how bad at these games I am.
Sounds good.
But here's what I reckon, okay? And you're putting it out to the people. I reckon we should all be in the same car.
Yeah, I can do that. It has to be the Ford, though. I'm not buying any more. I like my Ford.
I've got the Ford, so I can run with that.
Win it.
Yeah, you can convince
Good luck
Kieran.
convincing Kieran. Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I do commentary on that as well?
Sure.
Yeah, why not? Oh, wow. That'll be an interesting one. Yeah. But we'll see then. We'll see. And I'll show you just how far off the pace I'm. So you're getting a 4:11 on this. Maybe at some point I'll jump in and just see what lap time I put in.
Well,
in the
think
GT.
about this, right, though. It's a 4-minute-ish lap.
Yeah.
As in, Lewis, who is incredibly much faster than me, did a 3:54. So for me to do a 4:11, I'm quite happy with that.
Yeah.
It's a long lap
this
as well.
track.
Yeah. It is a long lap.
It's a very long lap. It's a long amount of time to lose time.
Yeah.
Lots of opportunities to lose time around here, especially with the big long straights. If you get a bad exit, it's you're hurting the whole way round.
Where they're showing now, which is in between the run in between Mulsanne and Indianapolis. Along that straight, I once embarrassed a BMW 5 Series with some guys in it who looked at my car and thought, "Oh, an old Toyota," and it was very, very funny passing them. Along that straight. Not that I did, and we were all going very sensibly indeed.
You're all really surprised though when all the LMP2s come flying up behind you. That was
that scared us more, especially because we were going in the opposite direction. But but hey, that was
2 on us.
I was just pretending I was on
Jack
Tucker.
Jordan and Ed Sarlin by 37 laps. Just saying, I was third last.
That's not last.
That's not last.
Exactly.
Well,
I mean, you could be really picky and say anything but first is basically
exactly.
last.
I wasn't the first loser.
No,
if you ain't
so
first, you're last.
You didn't even win that.
Yeah, I didn't even place in the loser club.
No.
Yeah.
Oh well, there we go. Race over. That was
fantastic.
It was a long time, but it didn't seem like a long time in the car.
No, well,
it goes very quick. I reckon if you ask Lewis, he'll say that went by pretty quick because I imagine he's the kind of he gets into a rhythm and probably just zones out, which is why he's, I imagine, so fast.
Yeah.
If you can sort of go into that flow state almost, you don't really think about what you're doing, you just do it.
It's interestingly, you see, I can do that when I'm actually in a vehicle, in a car, in go-karts, whatever it is. I do that. I get into that rhythm, and it's like I'm talking myself through every corner. Right, last time you did this time take this line, back off a little bit, do that, put your foot down, now pull in here, brake now.
Yeah.
When I'm on the game, I go, all right, brake now, and am I braking enough? Am I not braking enough? Then it locks up, and I'm in the wall. It's
always the thing I struggle with most in sim, and struggled carrying over from some sort of brief real life driving and going into
which
sim.
You have done. Which you have done.
I've done a little bit. Yeah, I've done a little bit, and it's the lack of bum
feedback?
feel.
Yes,
is the best way I can describe it. It's the lack of bum feel. It's the lack of you can only. It's feeling what the tyres are doing. I feel is the real thing I lack with the sim, and I don't know if I don't have a particularly. I only have a G29, so that's probably an element of it. But it's bum feel and feeling the car moving around underneath you and feeling where it's bottoming, feeling the curbs, feeling where on the tyre you're using. Is it's difficult to translate over into a sim, but then that becomes it's a bit of a hindrance.
That's exactly the problem I've always had, and I remember, interestingly, you say bum feel because when the WEC did their first, during COVID when they did their online one, and they had a mix of real drivers and sim drivers, and most of the real drivers were getting absolutely spanked by these sim drivers. And they were coming off, and they said the same thing. They said, when you're driving, normally you feel it through your bum. You feel everything through your bum. He said,
yeah.
But when you're in a sim, everything has to be done by your eyes and your hands. He said, and that's where the difference is.
It's like boxing with a hand behind your back. It's taking away one of probably the most important of your senses.
Yeah.
And I mean, the guys, the esports level guys, with a sim, you can practice with the same car on the same conditions at any track in the world for as many hours as you like.
Yeah.
And if you've got the time, and then if you've got the talent, and then the time to take to get good, basically, then I mean, there's no doubt in my mind that a lot of the really fast sim guys, and even some of the not so necessarily esports level sim guys, could be very talented racing drivers given the opportunity.
Yeah,
it's talking about me again.
I am. But it's just you see, we've had people like James Baldwin, who won McLaren's World Fastest Gamer competition a few years ago, and went into a British GT seat in a McLaren 720S, and I believe either stuck it on pole in his debut race, or it was one of the races of the season, and was winning races in a very competitive GT field in his rookie season.
Right. Yeah.
You see, Jimmy Broadbent last weekend before had a class win at the Nordschleife in NLS in a GT4 car. So, you know, these sim guys are more than capable of, with a little bit of trust and a little bit of opportunity, to step into the real thing. And
I think
if you think you're fast without arse feel, add arse feel.
I think you're right. I think it's easier to transfer from a sim racer to a real racer than it is the other way round.
Absolutely, it absolutely is, because it's you give guys who clearly have the talent to understand braking, the line, the throttle use, and understanding how to control a car roughly. And then you, like you say, you give them it's almost like opening their eyes and going, right, do the same thing but with way more feedback. And way more understanding of what's going on. And you know, the sim, I think, also from an engineering point of view, has opened up a lot of young drivers and young people who play video games into understanding and learning car setup and how that can affect handling and how that affects your lap time. Which I think is it's one of the reasons I got into being into engineering in the first place, was fiddling about with car setups in old Gran Turismo games to see what stupid camber I could put on things. And
good old Gran Turismo.
But yeah, like you say, that's where it all sort of comes across. And then look, now you're swapping gearboxes and engines and living the dream, and sleeping in tyres.
What more could you ask for, really? What you don't know is I've actually tuned into this from sitting in a tyre in the back of an Arctic.
that would be fantastic. What I'd be more impressed to hear is that you found it so comfy that actually you went home and you now sleep in a tyre at home. Yeah. Sorry, love. Here's the new bed.
I did once bring a tyre home.
We've all
it was
done
a Ferrari. It was
a
Ferrari Challenge tyre for the first time I ever drove like a proper big boy race car.
Nice.
And I was quite young and very inexperienced, and didn't really understand a lot of the unwritten rules. So I parked at my college,
right,
which is on the Silverstone Industrial Estate. So when I had that tyre, I had to walk from the wing back round to the National Pit Lane entrance, past the bridge, going over where the old track was. And I think it took me about an hour whilst lugging a really massive Pirelli slick around.
It's funny doing things like that you don't realise just how heavy they are or how heavy they become.
I think I only really understood how heavy it was once I got to, I'm trying to think, Luffield, probably.
Right. Yeah.
About halfway,
yeah,
I started going, oh, this might have been a mistake.
Brilliant. Right. Well, I think we're going to have to wrap it up there.
I'm still sat here looking at my now tidy car, but
excellent.
I can quit out of that now and see some information, can't I?
You can.
I think.
You can. Well,
really quit,
I need to go and...
I really quitted. Oh, steering wheel's having a diddly.
For me now, it's going to carry on packing, because make sure I'm all ready and got everything to go off to Donington tomorrow evening. So, yeah.
Oh, fantastic.
Yeah.
Are you, is this? I was late to the chat, so
okay.
Is this Evora?
It is. Yep.
Oh, fantastic.
Yep, we're running the Evora so this weekend at Donington. So we'll be there Thursday testing, Friday is a down day, and Saturday and Sunday. So
fantastic! I might come by.
Drop down and say hello.
Come and say hello. Come and have a look, and come and. Well, I was going to say come and see the Evora, but I've already seen the Evora.
Yes. Yeah, you have, yeah.
And the Mosler, come to think of it, which, I mean, not many people have seen that, so I feel quite privileged, really. But that's mainly because it's not normally together.
No,
That's true.
you saw it together. Oh my! Wow. Okay,
well,
that's
you
another
know.
level.
As together as it was, yeah.
Yeah.
It's about as together as the car I'm working on at the minute.
Yeah. That doesn't say a lot. I don't know what state of rebuild that's in. So yeah.
God.
Yeah, from that response, same as
I
ours.
will be busy till the end of the week. In fact, I won't be. I will be busy till it's got to be finished for tomorrow night because it goes off for making the engine work on Thursday.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
I don't have the ability to do that. I can screw a bolt in, but
Making the engine work.
by the end of this course, I'll be doing all of it.
Oh,
So,
definitely. You'll be all over.
And Wayne can try and persuade me to go to Aero.
Well, I'm staying in Aero because I'm safer over there. What? I'm trying to find the results, but right
EV
after
cars
I
still
did
need Aero, Wayne.
They do, but that's I don't think that'll really matter, personally.
Well, you say that. Well, it's interesting, isn't it? Because we've seen both the WRC and the BTCC announce that they will be removing the hybrid from their regulations.
Yeah.
After a couple of years of having it. However, we see Formula One doubling down and saying, no, we're going to have more hybrid than ever before.
Yeah, they might do for a bit.
Do you think we'll? Is this a sustainable fuels prediction, Wayne?
Not really. No, I just you're a bit late into the live thingy to get into this one, but I don't think
possibly.
electric. I don't think electric's the answer. I don't really know what the answer is, but I've always said I don't think electric is the answer.
I've made no secret about it that my money is on the synthetic fuels. I really think that's...
I did drive an electric though, didn't I?
Makes the most sense.
Yeah.
I did drive an electric.
You did?
I've driven a couple, and they've
gone about it wrong, that's all.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of misconceptions with electric cars as well, that they're incredibly fast, which they are off the line. But
that's
there
it.
Is what's the phrase?
Do you know
There's no replacement for displacement.
I've never had. The Mustang's an interesting car when you drive it around because most people don't tend to bother racing it. And that's not because it's that fast, because it's not, actually. Certainly not off the line either, because it's lazy down the bottom end. But if I had to think off the top of my head, the most times I've had people race away from traffic lights from me, it's been in electric cars. Like, that's the one-trick pony thing.
Oh,
I can
100%.
beat you off the line.
Yeah,
great,
it's
marvellous.
it's a really common way to drain and ruin batteries as well, I believe.
Exactly, yeah.
Definitely.
Showing up people who didn't know they were in a race.
Yeah, it's literally...
I mean, it's one of my favourite pastimes. Showing up the people... My favourite pastime is showing up the people who edge forward at the lights but don't go immediately.
Yeah.
It's like they're raring to go, and then it goes green and they don't go straight away, and I do.
Yeah, they get the timing
and I feel
wrong.
like I've...
Do you know what electric cars have done? Electric cars have made everyone that 17-year-old that goes, yeah, off the lights, ha, did them, to everyone else who's sat at the lights going, what? I don't care.
There he goes, look.
Yeah.
There he goes, and straight into the charging station.
Yeah, that's it.
Enjoy your 40-minute break.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna get there 40 minutes earlier. It's like a sort of thing as well. It's the cost of electricity now means that it's more expensive to drive an electric car across the country than it is
if you're doing it
diesel,
at a thingy. Yeah.
Which is
the diesels are still the way forward, aren't they? I mean, I know my missus has the little Suzuki Vitara with the 1.6 EDIS engine. I think it's a Fiat engine. It sounds like a van, but it runs on fresh air, that thing. You just never have to, very rarely. I think we put fuel in it once a month and we use it as the family car to do everything.
Wow.
Yeah. It's brilliant.
It just sounds like a canal boat is the only downside to it.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. We've got used to it, though. So it's its charming character.
Yeah. Wow. Fantastic.
I just see Ben in the chat saying about everything you gain on corner exit. You lose braking earlier than everyone because of the extra weight you're carrying. Absolutely.
Yeah, Ben.
I don't know if you've ever tried to turn a Tesla, but it's a bit like helming a galleon.
Well, interestingly, Ben, one of the vehicles that he maintains and looks after is an electric Mini.
Oh right.
Yeah, so he's sort of.
So we have a reliable source.
Reliable source. Yeah.
Reliable source of information. If anyone, I've just seen, if anyone wants some fun, interesting motorsport to watch this weekend, it's the Croatian Rally for the WRC. Typically a tarmac rally, currently under a lot of snow.
Wow.
But that should be chaos.
Nice. Well, I've got one then as well for anyone that wants to check out something different. The other day it popped up on my YouTube suggestions, monocycle racing.
Interesting.
If you
I genuinely thought you were about to say GT Cup, but
no, monocycle racing. If you haven't seen it, seriously, go and check it out. It's literally imagine Superman racing in a motorbike suit.
Monocycle.
Yeah, it's like
just realised I don't know what that is. I'm having a Google.
Imagine a one-wheeled electric thing that you stand on.
Things.
Yep. Right,
Oh
but these
goodness.
things are
down
super
following it,
super tricked up, and they lean forward to make them go and lean back to make them stop, if you know what I mean, or slow down. But I mean,
are these the ones where it's like you stand either side of the wheel?
Yes, that's the thing.
Right, not what I was thinking of. Okay,
right. They race
I
them.
thought it was the one where you sit in it and like the wheel is around you.
Right. No, not something out of Men in Black.
The ones
no.
they have in Men in Black.
Yeah,
yeah exactly.
Not those ones. Not those ones.
To watch some of the films.
Yeah. They also have it in South Park, but that is a way different. We're not even going down
I'm going to annoy
route.
everyone and say I've never seen it. So
Right. Wow. Okay. Well, anyway, it's monocycle racing. These guys look mad. It's just bonkers, but it's so good to watch, and it brings me back to one of my all-time things. Why I'd watch that over F1 all day long, just because it was entertaining. So.
Well, it has to be done.
yeah,
too,
I mean, there was a few years ago they were doing electric scooter racing. Something I only knew about because popular British junior Formula team Carlin took part in it for whatever reason. But yeah, very strange. Ben in the chat, I will actually keep an eye open for that because I'm getting into a bit of rally and rallycross. So I started working for a rally team at the start of the year, or a rally that they do partly rallying, and did my first ever proper rally in sort of February, March time. And I'm hooked completely hooked. Had the opportunity to go up to M Sport in the Lake District, who are responsible, if you don't know, are responsible for Ford's World Rally team, as well as manufacturing every Ford rally car that's ever been produced since I think 2000. And coming from someone who hadn't really watched a lot of rallying, I turned up to this place and realised that it's essentially a Formula One base. It's to the same standard and facilities of a Formula One base. They just make rally cars instead.
Wow.
And it was quite a surprise.
Yeah. Blimey.
Sort of expected an old farm building and turned up to find like 9 or 10 Arctics all in a row and a big showroom with Ford GTs in it and Bentley Continental GT3 and all sorts. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. Wow. So the other joy of motorsport, isn't it? Sometimes you just turn up to a job or a place or something and it just get blown away by whatever's there in the most random places.
I think that's the thing that a lot of people find surprising when, or I've had it. The guys I work with now have said it's surprising because I've obviously been fortunate enough to have been going to racetracks for a few years now, and I don't think the buzz has ever left.
No,
because I just love being around race cars.
Yeah,
and it's like even if I'm having a bit of a rubbish day, and you know, if it's not been the most successful day, it's not the end of the world, because in a minute, like, a big V8's about to roar past, and it'll just make me feel better.
Yeah, definitely. Just put a smile on your face. Yeah, without doubt.
Absolutely.
Fantastic.
Good cheeky. Ben, when is the next round, mate? Or where? Sorry, is probably a better question, because I've fancied a bit of rallycross. And yeah, the Mini was built by M Sport. There you go.
Yeah.
Oh, it's the big Mini.
Yes. Yeah.
Is it the big? Oh, it's the Countryman.
Countryman thing. I'm sure
that's
it is.
Awesome. The Chris Meek, was it Chris Meek?
Oh, I don't know.
I think it was Chris Meek.
Right.
I'm sure Ben, if he knows, will probably correct me. But yeah, I thought it was an old, like a little Mini, but that I'm a lot more interested now, because that Mini was awesome. It was on Top Gear.
Yes, that's the one.
Raced
recently.
It was Chris Meek, wasn't it? I'm sure it was on Top Gear. He raced against. Oh God, they did so many years ago. They did a race with an Evo versus a bobsleigh.
Yeah.
And I think this one was the Mini versus something else. I don't think it was a bobsleigh.
Yeah.
Something to that extent. Something involving sliding down a hill on ice.
Yeah, I vaguely remember that.
But that Mini was so cool. Oh,
nice.
converted by Stard. Oh my goodness.
There you go.
Oh, okay. That Mini's a bit of kit.
Ireland. Here he goes.
Ireland next round. Might not make it to Ireland. Or Lid. I do like a bit of Lid. I've not been to Lid in a while. I'm sure it's the same place as the go-kart track.
Lydden Hill, in Kent, down near Ashford.
Yeah, I think that's roughly the same place. Because Liam Duran's, yes. Oh, that's so cool. Okay, yeah, we have to go and look at the WRC Countryman. We've just
you need to change the view, Ed, on the YouTube. They're just looking at a truck at the minute, or a back of the
grandstands.
There are no other views.
Yeah.
I don't know what you want me to change it to.
Just pull that off and put something on the internet. Put the Mini we're all talking about, maybe.
Oh, that's so cool.
Mate, I don't know. I don't know how to start. I'm not going to start messing around with that right now, but I will make that a possibility for next time, because I'd have to set up a new screen that's linked to the web browser screen. And, But,
I'm going to have a quick brag to Ben. I'm going to try and be as vague as possible here with who I work for, because again, I don't know what I can and can't say. From the paint shop, we have just had back a Hyundai Accent WRC car, Gen 3.5, I believe, that we are restoring back to original Hyundai spec with proper Hyundai livery. The Accent was the first Hyundai rally car. Before MSD went bust.
That is going back, that one. If it's the one I'm thinking of.
Ben, how do I get in contact with Ben?
Right, I've got both of your details, so
yes, cool. We'll sort it out
behind the scenes. Let's sort it out, and if all parties are fine, then I can be the conduit to put you in touch, both of you. So
absolutely, that sounds good.
Oh, wow! Have you just seen what Ben's put?
That's what I was reacting to.
Right,
yes.
I see. All right. Well, look.
I just saw you put that in the chat.
Let's sort that out. I'll sort that out off of our 3-hour YouTube thing in a moment.
25 to 10.
Yeah.
You don't need to do it. You don't need to do anything else now. I think after the last stream, I begged you to go and mark my assignment. So...
Yeah, yes, it was, wasn't it?
You did, didn't you? Actually, yeah.
I was joking, but then the next morning the email come through that he'd marked it.
As we always say, Wayne, that's our commitment, isn't it? That's our commitment to the job. Yeah.
It's brilliant. Real wake up the next morning, hungover from the joys of coming over the race, and then straight into marking papers.
Yeah, that's it. I think
no rest for the wicked.
That's how it goes. Yeah. Well, me and like Wayne's the same. We can be very much night owls, and sometimes just carry on till late on the same score. I think I don't know what it is. Years and years ago, I struggled to get up in the morning, left it as late as possible. Nowadays, 5:30, I just wake up, and by 6 I'm bored and get up generally. if not earlier. So yeah, it's nice. You get a lot out of the day.
That's all right. I'll be up at 5:30 tomorrow for going back to work. Up at 5:30, leave at 6. Get to work for about 7:45.
There you go. Harsh.
Needs must.
Yeah.
Needs must.
That's it. Right then, guys. This has been fantastic. So
long that.
it has.
Thank you very much for having me.
No worries. Thanks for coming along. I liked it actually. I think it was a good concept.
Yeah, it was good.
I've already, as it goes, lined up somebody for the next one because I think it was nice having somebody on. So
I've been replaced that quickly. That's impressive.
Well, you'll be in the race next time.
What was it you were saying about sometimes you just don't get invited back? What was that all about?
Yeah. Turn up and you're not very
Shush.
nice.
I'm there next time, so
yeah. No, do you know what? I think I'd like to. I've got some other ideas behind the scenes that I wasn't gonna that I've just been putting together. Because this actually was really great. Sort of doing it this way, so I've got some other ideas which I'm going to
see if we can get some in-car interviews going on.
Yeah, I think we can. Yeah, I think there's some ideas, so I'm going to discuss them with.
I'm sure if there's anyone in the Discord that wants to shoot some ideas into the Discord as well.
Yeah, mention it. Please mention it because I don't make it into that. So, please feel free to mention it. I know. I
didn't realise.
I know.
I wouldn't have said anything. I didn't. Wayne, does he know? Does he know about the Discord?
The what? The Discord?
Do either of you know about it?
Does.
Oh God! Have I let a secret slip?
No, not at all. I know about it. I just don't seem to find the time to jump in it.
No.
So
I get the notifications. Right. I just don't get a chance to read most of them.
Oh, wow! Right, guys.
But I do get them.
Let's wrap this up because we're just...
I've just seen someone's waiting for me to let them in. Oh no, that's in a different meeting. I'm that important, guys. I've got multiple Discords.
Wow.
Not just,
Look at you.
not just the sim racing one.
Look at you.
In the other one, I've got control of things as well. So.
Brilliant. Right then. Well, have a great evening. Have a good day tomorrow, everyone. And again, Jack, thanks. Been great. Thanks for coming along. Wayne, pleasure as always. Been good.
Yeah.
And
don't forget to like and subscribe. Like that bit.
Yeah, you like saying that bit. Yeah. Maybe next time we're getting ever closer. Well, I feel like this time was actually a step backwards at the start. But hey, we're ironing out those wrinkles. So maybe next time it will go smoothly. Who knows?
Do you know what I'd like to know?
Please.
Is some of these guys were Discord chatting between the time that the race started and the race ended.
How? That's
no
impressive.
Lewis is on his phone driving down the malls out.
And everything.
Wow. Impressive. Right then, cool. Okay. Till next time then, guys. Thanks very much.
Take care.
Yeah.
Take care,
everybody. See you again.